How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Big Six. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Feels like it's been quite a while since we've been live, but we are back here, people. Live, direct. We're live for the England game tomorrow night as well, 1 a.m. our time over here, but we've got a plethora of people watching all over the gaff. So obviously, I don't know what time it is where you are, but tune in with us on the mob. Big up Steve, SAEED, GRIZZ, TOBS, and Don in the building. What are you saying, Don? Welcome back.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just came from DR. That's why the settings are a bit different. I had to drive somewhere to find a little road and that to come on with the man them. But love for having me on, man. I think today's going to be a good show. And I'm enjoying the World Cup. I don't know about you, man, but yeah, I'm enjoying the World Cup, man. And big up the chat as well.
Come on. What were you saying anyway? Steve, Tobes, Grizz, SAEED, all good?
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, I'm fantastic.
Why's that?
I'm fantastic.
I know why.
How's that?
Yeah. How are you doing?
Who?
You?
I'm all right.
You sure? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
how was Paris? Good?
Yeah, it was brilliant, man.
Go on, no, you go.
I realized Turkey were in the group of death after all. If you see how close all three teams got to qualifying, so you know that kind of softened the blow of an early exit. Paris, beautiful. Can't complain. And yeah, we're back here to talk football.
To be fair, I was meaning to ask you to buy me something from Paris. You know, there's this sick game I really wanted.
Football Manager.
It's called Football Manager. You heard of it?
Yeah. I can see this from a mile away. What kind of a is that? The defender cuts that easy.
It's this game where you can pretend to be a manager and you can buy whatever players you want. I don't know if you've heard of it. Apparently, that's a game that Spurs have played quite heavily this summer, right? Because we don't deal in reality. Apparently, we just play Football Manager. So I just wanted to see if you saw Football Manager around in Paris and you could get me a copy. Yeah.
I can get you one from local though, around here, man. London,
okay. Cool.
It's the same game. Don't worry. But but since we're going in on the topic, like let's make sure we because you are right. I am surprised, quite shocked, in fact. I didn't know Daniel Levy done this great a job. But I want to make sure that you do get this, this name involved in the conversation as you move forward, because it's obvious that the base was created by the man. And now, when we talked about teams ruining markets last show, Chelsea done it, United done it first. I think now when we talk in a few years, we might put Tottenham into that, into that milestone of what the fuck did they do in this market, because they're paying this guy that and they paid this team that. But anyway, I hear it. You got to smile, bro. You got to smile. And hopefully it continues for you, because
Spurs did this many years ago with Jurgen Klinsmann, Popescu, Dimitri, all them players that they bought after the World Cup and that, and it didn't make a difference. So it'll just be the same.
Okay. I don't know where you stand, Steve, because 1 minute you're saying Spurs are making moves and like the signings, and now you're saying, they did it in '95 and they don't make a difference. I don't know where you stand, brother.
No, because to me, I'm happy for you that you finally, because as a Spurs fan, it's literally the most depressing thing in the world. Like, there's nothing to be excited about. There's nothing happens. You won the UEFA Cup, okay, but other than that, last season was depressing. So, showing a bit of ambition for Tottenham, I like that. And I call out a lot of people on this panel about ambition, and where your standards are. So I like that, but I'm not worried about it. It's not going to all of a sudden not going to make Tottenham be there, but it's nice for Tottenham, because I think, it's all right telling everyone how good the stadium is and how much money you make on the balance sheet. We're here to play football. It's a football club. So you got to start spending it. So big up to Tottenham for spending it. They've shown ambition. They've gone out there. They've grabbed who they want. And it looks like, okay, they mean business. They've had 2 seasons at 17th in the Premier League. It's not good enough for a team that's classed as the top 6. So I expected a reaction. I just don't think everybody else expected it. I mean, I thought fair play to him, but I think there's a lot of people around you are getting a bit worried and that, thinking, fucking hell, Tottenham are back in the mix. But, it is what it is. If you want to be a big club, you've got to act like a big club. And Tottenham are acting like a big club. You know what I mean? Not pretending to be a big club. Like the red neighbours of ours that keep shopping in the fucking whoopsie aisle and say keep telling everyone how good the players are. You know what I mean? So yeah, well, listen,
you're not overspending, right?
You know what I mean?
I agree.
That was overspending. That was overspending.
I agree.
It is overspending.
I
you've got to give it to Tottenham. Credit for Tottenham.
But the thing is,
been salty about it.
You say it's funny. You say it's overspending, but you don't mind overspending if it's for the right player. Because I know for a fact, if you had signed Matías Fernandes, of course you would call it an overpay, but you would still be delighted with the signing.
Oh, do you remember the argument in the kitchen? Remember the argument in the kitchen?
And in the van as well. And in the van as well. And in the van as well, Steve.
Same.
And in the van as well, to be fair.
But this is what I'm saying. Fernandes for Spurs, good signing. Fernandes for Manchester United, no, it's not for me.
That's your idea, though.
No, because you're Manchester United. I've got more standards for Man United than you.
Fernandes for anyone to be signing.
No, it's not. It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is. You bought Anderson. You bought Anderson. You bought Anderson.
Yeah, exactly.
Anderson's not a world beater. Anderson's not a world beater.
He's better than Fernandes.
But the thing is, though, Anderson last year ago, nobody's really talking about him. He only came from
talking about a year ago. Why do you keep changing the goalposts? At the end of the day,
Anderson is a new kind of
player you wanted. And the second anyone told you what the price was, you shit yourself. And then you went for Fernandes. We'll get Fernandes off West Ham because we're Man United. And at the end of the day, you got slapped off Spurs. So
it's not about
you are that football team. I'm telling you, you're not that team anymore.
Right now.
And the day you start realizing,
hold on. This is what I get. You can't ever win.
Yeah.
If United overspent on Fernandes, I'm telling you now, Steve's gonna be like, you overspent on Fernandes, you absolute bomb club, you absolute, you know what I mean? And then when we don't buy him, it's like, well, you lost out to Spurs. Spurs did what they had to do, and fair play to them. But I don't think, and I think TOBS also agrees, he's not worth that money. And I think there's other options available if United need to go and get there. It's not a desperate market.
You go for players that nobody wants. You get players nobody wants. You get players. Nobody was going for them. Nobody wanted them Bruno. Nobody wanted them Bruno.
Brother, did Tottenham not want him? There was a couple of comes after him.
Tottenham, that's who you mean.
Matías Cunha, Arsenal. Hold on. Matías Cunha.
Have you heard this Man United fan? Tottenham wanted him. Do you think Real Madrid Espanyol wanted him?
Let me let my point.
I'll let you not finish now.
I've been giving him nightmares for about 2 years now, man.
Can I just say something? Arsenal inquired about Matías Cunha last January. They were ready to sign Matías Cunha in January last summer. So if Arsenal don't want him, are they a rubbish club now? Absolutely. So come on, man. What are we doing here, man?
Absolutely. What we're doing here, the same thing we do every summer here with you. You know what I mean? We have to babysit you because you start gassing up absolute shit.
No, I'm not gassing anything. Hold on a minute. The main premise is, I said Manchester United like Matías Fernandes. I would love to sign him, but not at the price. So all of a sudden now, Tottenham have gone and spent 85 million for a player, by the way, you don't rate. So you can't keep on 1 minute saying the energy of Manchester United.
For Man United. I don't rate that player for Man United.
He's a good player for any club. He goes into hold on a minute. He goes into Chelsea midfield.
Is he not difference in levels in clubs? Is he not difference in levels in clubs?
You bought what's it called? Nico Gonzalez.
No, it's not about Man City.
Is he worth it?
Difference,
no, it's not worth it for United. So hold on a minute. When it's Man City, we can't talk about it.
It's like talking to a 12-year-old.
Is Nico Gonzalez a Man City player?
Nico Gonzalez starts for you every week.
No, but that's not the question, though. Is Nico Gonzalez a Man City?
You won't answer my question about Man United. What I'm trying to ask you, you keep turning on to
because you're being hypocritical here.
No, I'm not being hypocritical.
Your argument is not consistent.
No,
you're saying 1 minute.
Because
hold on a minute. Let me land my point.
Let me break it down into baby terms for you then. Let me break it down to baby terms for you then, right?
You need to be consistent in your argument.
There's difference in levels in clubs, Manchester United and Tottenham. What I'm talking about is the difference in standards of clubs in Man United and Tottenham. One player that is suitable for Tottenham would not necessarily be suitable for the size of the club of Manchester United. Do you understand that part now?
Cool.
Have I broke that down nice enough for you now?
He goes into many teams, bro. He goes into Liverpool's team.
He does go into many teams.
Matías Fernandes.
He does go into many teams, but it's not just
Exactly. How are you letting him waffle?
Hold on, man. Let's break it down a little bit. Steve, what don't you like about Fernandes? Because it sounds like you don't really rate him.
Please tell him.
Do you want me to tell you what you said? What do I like?
I want Steve to tell me.
Steve only.
I don't think Fernandes is a great player. I think the market out there at the minute is really, really shot to bits. And I think that when they talk about Man United, I was like, hold on a minute. For how many years now are you going to tell us that Man United are back and they're going to do this? Is Matías Fernandes that game changer of a midfielder for Manchester United? Is that where your standards are? I can understand.
What do you like about him, though?
What do you like about him? I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United. He's not an elite level midfielder to take Man United to the title.
What is it about his game? What is it about his game you don't like, bro? That's what I'm asking.
What do you mean? What is it about his game? He's not good enough. He's not good enough.
Is he not a good passer? Is he rubbish off the ball?
I think he's average at what he does. He's average at what he does. He's not a game changer. He's not like an unbelievable player. He's not a world player.
Why is Man United a game changer? Why do Man United a game changer, by the way?
Because you finished fucking third.
Hold on. Why are you moving the goalposts? Hold on a minute. This is what I don't get. Your argument. This is what I'm saying. You know, with Steve, yeah, his argument is never consistent. His argument never stands still. I asked him a question. Is Nico Gonzalez a Man City type midfielder? Is he the standard of Manchester City? Why did you buy him for 60 million?
He doesn't play.
No matter. You bought him for 60 million. You bought him for 60 million.
So, yeah, but Steve, he did buy him for you.
You bought him for 60 million, bro.
You bought him because Rodri had an ACL.
Yeah, but you still bought him. That's the point.
And then when Rodri came back, did he play?
Yeah, but you bought him as someone to take over Rodri. No, he didn't. He didn't play.
There you go then. So there you go. Yeah, so people, I can go through all your squads and his squads with players. They bought Jadon Sancho for 70 million. Just let him go on a free transfer.
Yeah, but at the time he was highly talented.
Oh, he's highly talented. There you go.
Let's not rewrite history, man. It didn't work out.
About Nico Gonzalez at 60, but you don't want to talk about Sancho at 70.
Hold on a minute. So if a player in Matheus Fernandes here can improve a lot of the teams in the panel here, Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool,
no, in your
opinion, a degree, maybe Arsenal in the future, right? Why isn't it good enough for Man United Football Club then? What is the reason why United could go? And by the way, I did say I'd be willing to pay for a certain price, so I haven't gone to the 85 million that we're talking about, right? But this idea that Matheus Fernandes doesn't improve Man United, it's nonsense. This idea that Matheus Fernandes doesn't go to Man United and is a good player, it's nonsense. So I don't get what the argument is right here.
Yeah,
you bought Tonali Fernandes for 47
million. I'll be real with you, sir. Before you even come in, Tobs, and start propping it, man, because I do think it's a very good signing for Tottenham. And when you look at the market of midfielders, it's one of the best options you can get, right? But if I was a United fan right now, I would be fuming, SAEED. Yeah, because it's the principle of how you were pushing it out there that he's basically your main target. Anderson, you walked away from when you heard the numbers with Anderson, you ran away. Jimmy ran away. Yeah. You focused on this guy and you made it known that you are chasing this guy. And even when before the season even finished, it was known that Man United wanted him. So for the way that you've let Tottenham come into it and bid higher, bro, it's the principle. That's what I'm focusing on. I get what you're saying about, yes, it's a lot of money. 85 million is not worth that. But this is the market. This is the reality of what you're dealing with, bro. You man got yourself in a bidding war, right? You man keep talking about Tchouameni and that. You did get yourself in a bidding war because Fernandes was happy to go. Fernandes was happy to go to Man United, right? He accepted terms for both clubs and Tottenham. Exactly. It all came down to the fee. It came down to the fee because Tottenham are happy to pay them more fixed fees, right? And to be honest, I'm seeing like some people like Terry, yeah, who saying, "Oh, you know, I don't want a player that's trying to make Man United pay more money." And I'm like, bro, Fernandes could be trying to help West Ham here, right? By saying, "Oh, whoever pays the most money, that's where I'll go," because end of the day, West Ham are the reason why he's even here. West Ham are the reason why his life has changed forever now financially, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that extra little whatever it was that he's got from Tottenham, that could be to help West Ham get promoted again. But as a United fan right now, bro, I would be fuming because you've made it known that he's one of your key targets, right? Tchouameni's not going to leave Real Madrid now, especially with Enzo not going there. Tchouameni's not leaving, so forget about Tchouameni now, bro.
He wasn't a key target.
You know, but let me
he was a key target.
Your point before TOBS.
He was one of your main targets. He was one of your main targets.
He was
one of our targets, yes.
No. He was a key target.
One of your main
David Ornstein, word for word, David Ornstein literally said, especially after the Ugarte injury, he said Matheus Fernandes is a priority signing for Manchester United.
Cool.
He said that.
Cool. But at the expense here of spending too much on him, I don't think it was wise for Manchester United when we need a couple of midfielders in that squad right now. For Man United to go and spend 85 million. So I don't think it's bad on Man United to go and spend that money when, for example, for Tchouameni or Alex Scott or whoever has a bit more value about him, we should go for him instead. So right now, Manchester United have decided to not overspend. It's not a bad thing. Tottenham have shown ambition. Fair play to them. They said, we value that player at 85 million. We're willing to spend that money. Congratulations. But it's not bad on Man United to walk away and see better value in the market for another player. I don't think it is.
Can I just come back on this though? Let me just come back on this.
I think there's other players. I think there's Adam Wharton's around. There's the Alex
Wharton,
Scotts
bro.
around.
How much do you think? Wait. Sorry. How much do you think Adam Wharton's going to go for? How much do you think Wharton's going to cost?
Adam Wharton will cost around about 80 million. But guess what?
But
guess what? Let me land. But guess what? There's better value in Adam Wharton at 80 million. Because Adam Wharton's a better player than Matheus Fernandes.
But even if, no, wait, sorry. Even if you think Adam Wharton is a better player than Matheus Fernandes, the point is he's still going to command big wages. He's still going to command a big transfer fee. Wait, what do you mean? Who says that? The market says that. Do you think his agent is going to see what?
We don't know yet. Let's talk about the fee. Let's talk about the fee first and foremost.
But the fee. But the fee. But wait, sorry, one sec, Steve. But the fee. Why do you think the fee is going to be less than?
I didn't say less. I didn't say. I said for me, the fee, okay, it could be 80 to 90 million. Let's just put that figure out there. But I think
it's probably going to be more.
Hold on a minute. There's better value in spending that much money on a Wharton, who I think is a considerably better player than Matheus Fernandes, than is to spend 85 million. Is that logic not make sense?
No. But the logic is.
But you're still overpaying. You're still overpaying.
Yeah, but we're overpaying for a better player.
That's the point.
But the logic. One sec, Don. The logic is flawed because if what you say is true, that he's better, why on earth would Crystal Palace sell him for less than what we've just paid?
We don't know yet, though. I'm just giving
you.
Wait.
One sec. We do know. So don't say we don't know. We know what the price is going to be for a very good central midfielder who plays in the Premier League, who's homegrown and does not have a release clause. That one we know for certain. And it's been one second. And it's been tried and tested with Fernandes, with Anderson, with Rice, with Caicedo, when you were trying to go for Baleba last summer. What was the price you were quoted? You were quoted close to 100 million. So this whole talk of we don't know.
Alex Scott, don't forget Alex Scott.
If someone's going in to get Wharton now, that's going to cost you at least 85 upwards. Now,
which is better value.
Alex Scott, the name that you mentioned. How much do you think he's going to cost you?
I think he'll go for around 80 million as well.
So then how is
again?
But then your point is flawed.
But my main point is I wanted my main target on it, I've made it clear, was Tchouaméni at the start of the window. Yes or no? The tapes are there. Right now, the quotes that's coming out from credible media is 77 million Real Madrid are willing to sell him for. Again, that's better value, 77 million, than it is for Matheus Fernandes. Yes or no? Tobes?
I mean, it's cheaper. I don't know if it's better value. It's cheaper. It's cheaper by like 8 million.
Is Tchouaméni a better player right now than Matheus Fernandes?
I mean, he's got a better rep. Yeah, you could say yes. I'll say yes for now. There you
go. They're not really.
But the point is, but no. But the point is,
he's a 6 as well. And he's a direct 6 as well.
He's a 6 as well. But the point is, you've already signed Edison, who's a 6. You need someone.
No, he's not really a 6. He's not a 6.
So then, what is he?
He's an 8. He's an 8 that floats around, and he's someone that can.
And also, Tchouaméni,
he plays in a double pivot. He likes to go forward. He's more of a box to box. Edison isn't a natural 6. Whereas Tchouaméni is a natural 6.
Can I just say, Tchouaméni for me, he doesn't move the needle for Manchester United. I'm sorry.
He doesn't. Conversation, though.
No. But you just said he's a better player. I'm telling you. You're saying, it's better value at 77 million. But I'm saying this is a player that's going to come into your team that I don't believe is that good defensively, and I don't think he's that good going forward on the ball. So this is a player that you could get in, and he could easily come in and be a steady Eddie. And we're talking for the sake of 5-6 million. Your supposedly primary target, you're losing out to him, and you're paying 6 million less for a player who, on paper, is better, but may not come into your team and offer you what you want.
How much United pay for that Ugarte? How much did they pay for him?
I think it was around 50-60 million in that ballpark.
Nonsense.
You are talking me about Nico Gonzalez.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, but I get it, but you're just not. The thing is, though, you're not consistent in your argument.
About Nico Gonzalez.
The thing is, Steve, the thing is with you, they're not consistent in your argument. You'll say United spend this, that, the other, and he's not my United player.
I told you the reason why you bought Ugarte to start. We bought Gonzalez.
But let's go back to my point here. The element of United signing Matheus Fernandes, who isn't directly a 6, by the way, yeah. For a player that came in, he's been here 2 years, and he's got to this level. 1 year at Southampton, 1 year at West Ham. Versus Tchouaméni, who has a stack Stevie, who has experience in the Champions League, who can come in as a direct replacement to Casemiro as a 6, has the defensive qualities, Yeah, again, that's your opinion that you don't rate him defensively. Cool.
I didn't say I don't rate him defensively. I just said he's.
What do you say about defensively then?
I said I don't think he's as locked down as you're making it out. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, cool. That's okay, cool. So United need to sign that first and then go into maybe, I don't know, Alex Scott, whoever after. United need that 6th first. That's why, hence, I've already made it clear, Tchouaméni is my priority signing. I don't think Matheus Fernandes was a priority signing. Hence why Tottenham went in for him, which is fair enough. Fair play to you.
He was a priority signing because you.
No, for me, I'm talking about. I get for United.
Okay, yeah, but for your club he was, and for your club he was, and your club actually made a bid of £85 million, including add-ons. But we gave £85 million fixed, and we were willing to pay him more money in wages, which you were not willing to do. So
I
he
agree,
was a
I don't think
primary.
he's worth it.
It's not. It doesn't matter whether you think he's worth it. The fact is, your club went in for him. They were willing to pay the same.
Yeah, they backed out knowing that what he was after and what the
but
club.
SAEED, do you think that's what United wanted to do, or do you think that's what United had to do?
100%. They always. Oh, if you look at Omar Barada's interview, they said they're not going to be forced into a market where they're going to have to overpay. He clearly said United's strategy.
That's my point and my question, bro. Because man can't say forced into the market you created. You're in that.
Come on, but we're talking about. This is a different regime, though. This is the idiots that are trying to do differently. This is the idiots that want to do it differently.
Yeah, Jimmy the penny pincher.
Trying to save money, mate, because he's a scruffy twat.
You got to remember, United don't want to go into a market where, like Matheus Fernandes here, that they look at him and say, "Yo, 85 million, is it worth that amount of money?" When really the market value of Matheus Fernandes, I believe, is around about 60 million.
You mean the transfer value, not the market value. The market value is what it is.
The transfer value. The transfer value, yes. The market value is different.
My take on this, I'm not gonna give a definitive answer on what I think's happened here, right? I'm just giving my slight take on it. But what you do now is gonna determine what I think of this whole situation with United. Because who are you gonna go pivot to now? Who are you gonna go pivot to now? You said about Adam Wharton earlier, yeah? Chelsea are looking at Lacroix right now. And Lacroix is one of their main players. If we go and sign Lacroix right now, bro, do you think Wharton will move on in the same summer for the price that you're trying to say, bro? 80 million. When you're seeing Anderson going for 115 million, you're seeing right now, like Fabrizio said many times, this is the summer of midfielders, bro. Whoever you go for now, SAEED, if you're talking about Wharton, you are still gonna have to pay the big bag for him, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna have to pay the big bag.
I agree, but I think is it not better value though?
If your club end up overpaying anyway for the next target that you get, you might as well have got Fernandes in the first place, bro.
This is it. This is literally the point I'm making.
Not really. Not really.
That's
about value for player.
That's what you're getting out of the player,
though. You just don't want to. You don't. What you say? You don't want to accept and just admit that. You know what? Tottenham, they've gazumped us here, innit? It's as simple as that. You don't want to admit it, bro. Yeah. Because Tottenham have done something which they have been more than capable of doing.
Tottenham fair play. That's why I said fair play. Tottenham have gone in the market, been aggressive, which is why I said fair play to them. They've gone in the market, spent 100 million on Tonali, which nobody wanted to spend that much money, and they went in and spent 85 million on.
Yeah, but my point, you're trying to water it down as if you're gonna get better value elsewhere. When the reality is, even if you go and get watered, you're still going to overpay for the guy.
The thing is, though, 100%. United's window shouldn't be the all NB of Matheus Fernandes. Even though I like the player, Matheus Fernandes
the all NB.
The all NB.
You what I'm trying to say? It's not do or die. It's not do or die, basically. United's window or United's transfer window shouldn't be a case of we missed out on Matheus Fernandes. It's all doom and gloom. There are so many options in the market. Yes, for better value, but for also when you look at it, like, you know what? I think if you go and get a Wharton for 90 million, it's better value than getting Matheus Fernandes at 85 million. And Tchouaméni, who's a direct 6, is better value than going and spending 85 million on Matheus Fernandes. So there is better value.
I don't think you say that if you got Fernandes wrapped up. I don't think you say that if you got Fernandes
He'll cost more wages, by the way, Tchouaméni.
Which is fair enough because of what he's done in his career and who he is as an established player. Wait, why are you confused, Tones, man? Why wouldn't Tchouaméni ask for them sort of wages? He's on 220 grand a week right now.
I'm not talking about him.
Why are you confused, bro?
Am I talking about him asking for wages, or am I talking about you saying better value for money?
Yeah,
you made the statement about better value for money. I'm saying he's going to command more in wages, and you're going to pay maybe 5-6 million less than what you would have paid for Matheus Fernandes, for a player who's older and is more injury prone than Matheus Fernandes as well.
Injury.
And you know you're
I'm not
missing
sure
the
about
trick,
injury
Saeed.
prone.
You're missing
I
the
think
trick, bro.
Camavinga you would call
But
it injury prone, but not Tchouaméni.
let's look at some of the other factors here because okay, Adam Wharton I rate
Yeah.
him. I've been saying if we sell Enzo, go sign Wharton and go sign Morgan Gibbs White, right? But Fernandes, bro, you're missing out on a guy who's a Portuguese speaker too. You know what I'm saying, bro? He's very much off the ball. I'll probably say he's better than Wharton. You know what I mean? Like I rate Wharton too, but I'll say
I actually might be agreeing with Steve. You're not going on like Fernandes is Iniesta. I might be actually on Steve's side.
You've got some fucking nerves talking about Iniesta.
You relax, man. I get Fernandes is good, yeah. You want to like Iniesta, man? Chill out, man.
Fucking scrub.
You're not like
told us.
you sat here with gloom. I get he's a good player, but yo,
comparable to Xavi and Iniesta.
That's another conversation. I get that. We'll talk about that later.
Don't get me mad.
But
Don't even mention Iniesta.
The thing is, though, like
what Dunn said. No. My turn to speak.
What
Dunn said. Okay, cool. Adam Wharton, baller, absolute
baller. Are there
baller.
other options though? So, you know football, man. There's more options out there, man.
There's more options out there, absolutely. But you want to.
We'll get to that in a sec.
Of course, there's more options out there. But when you're making statements like that, that irks me because nobody sat here saying Fernandes is a world-class central midfielder, but he's a very good central midfielder, especially for his age. And the skill sets, the characteristics, the things that you see in Adam Wharton, Fernandes can do some of those things. Fernandes is in his age group. He's one of the best passers in the league. He's a very good passer. So what are you saying here? What are you saying here? And Adam Wharton is another one.
Let me make it clear for you because you're not listening. Yeah, make it clear for you. Manchester United. It's not going to be doom and gloom if we miss out on Matheus Fernandes. Cool, he was a target.
That's not the point.
Hold on a minute. Let me
It's not about doom and gloom.
I'm letting you land, man. Relax.
Fine.
Matheus Fernandes is a good player. Yeah, he's a good player. I wanted him. I thought, you know what? But and I made it clear to you in Canada for the right price. I made it clear. Yeah, did I not say that to you? For the right price. We missed out on him. But brothers, there are also other midfielders out there that Man United can go and get. Simple as that. The
whole point is the midfielders
strategy is finished.
But the whole point is that the midfielders you're naming, you're still going to have to overpay for them. The only midfield you're still going to have Adam Wharton. If you think 90 million isn't an overpay for Adam Wharton, then I've got some magic beans to sell you. If you think 70 million, 75 million isn't an overpay for Alex Scott, I've got some magic beans to sell for you.
Have I said that? Have I said it's not?
No. But you keep saying there's better value.
I
agree there's better value, but the names you're naming, they're overpays. You're going to have to overpay.
But overpays. But I'm happy to overpay on Adam Wharton, and I'm happy to go and move on to a Tchouaméni, who's my first.
Fine.
What don't you get, folks, man?
I get it. Let's move on.
I'll let you tell us about the names that you want, then, Saeed.
Let's move on because Spurs signed 2 midfielders. Yeah, we signed 2 midfielders. Let's move on.
Away from Wharton, Saeed. Yeah, tell us who you like Man United to pivot to now, because you need 2 midfielders now, innit?
Tchouaméni is the main one.
Who else?
Done. One second. Do you know what? We're talking about Man United way too much, and obviously the whole purpose of Turkish's opening thing was about TOBS.
Bro, innit? Exactly.
Yeah,
you got a bad United.
We discussed United when United section, but Toby, round of applause.
Yeah, man.
It's Toby's time because look, at the end of the day, prices, and I've said this so many times when we were accused or when we buy cheap, I don't give a shit about prices. You have to bring in good players at your football club. Spurs had a massive need of good players. That's it. Spurs just didn't have any good players at their football club. When I say, you know what I mean when I say not had any good players. They needed more. They needed a lot of good players. Finishing 17th twice for a club like Spurs, guys, do we grasp what happened last 2 seasons?
Crazy.
No, do we think Turkish? Do we really know what the fuck? They finished 17th, 1 place above, twice in a row.
Yeah.
So and then what's his name? Was it Daniel Levy? Leaves, yeah. Pardon the pun. And then they bring in this new regime, or same regime but new head figures at the top. They had to do something drastic this summer. Whilst the market is mad, whilst people will accuse Spurs of changing the market as well, like Man City did, or Chelsea did, or Liverpool did, or United back in the day, Spurs fans shouldn't give a fuck. Spurs fans don't care. If I'm a Spurs fan, Spurs fans need last 2 seasons to be a nightmare that won't ever happen again. And you know what? Fair play to them for first recruiting a brave a brave manager in De Zerbi, because man's got, you know what I mean? He's got something about him that he's going to be brave and attacking and right at the front. Even the way he was talking, yeah, we're going to do it at the end of the season. And then they've gone out in the market. And in my opinion, everyone's given their opinion on the players. In my opinion, 2 Premier League proven, even though Fernandes nearly got relegated, but that experience is going to help them, in fact, in case they fuck up again. And they brought in Tonali, probably one of the most sought out midfielders in and around Europe. Probably one of, yeah?
And just on Tonali as well, so he's not deep in it. I'll let you finish. No,
let me finish now. Let me finish now.
Go.
Yeah. For the prices, we all know. But this is the only bit where Toby might get angry, but he doesn't need to get angry. This is just me giving my opinion. Spurs are Spurs. They had to overpay. They have to go big on wages. Because I've said it to Toby before. They're not going to come to Spurs otherwise. Big boys, big players. If Arsenal in for him, if City in for him, if United in for him, maybe not United, but they're not going to come to City. They're not going to come to Spurs. Spurs have to do more than other clubs can or will, I should say. Because Arsenal and City.
Don't forget about your club, by the way.
Arsenal, me as well. Yeah, me as well.
Yeah.
Like as in they would go to Liverpool, not like
you've overpaid though. You've had to overpay.
Am I making a fucking point about overpaying, Saeed? Are you really not understanding what I'm saying?
Just let him finish. It's very clear what he's gonna say.
Bruv, I just suspect. Nah, Don, come in.
Carry on, man.
I'll just say that.
Look what he just said. Look what he just said to what I'm saying.
Carry on, man. Why are you
Look what I just said. Look what he just said to what I just said.
Carry on, man.
I just wanted to say, Tonali's another option that's off the cards for United. You know what I mean? Tchouameni, you keep saying Tchouameni, Saeed, yeah, bro. You've got more of a chance of getting Camavinga out of that bit.
Yeah, you keep talking about United too much. Like you, man, didn't try to sign Xhaka for Enzo, but
bro, listen. We're gonna get to Chelsea. He loves. Let him land. We're gonna get on to Chelsea.
Order.
He loves it.
That story's not done. But you go off.
We're gonna get on to Chelsea, man.
Order in the court. Order, please. Yeah. My last 2 cents on Spurs. I actually agree, Grizz. I agree. We had to overpay to get these players because these players, where we finished our season, they're not gonna come to us otherwise unless we do. But here's one thing worth noting. From what I've read, Fernandes actually isn't even on the wages that people say he is. But even if he was, I wouldn't have an issue. Even if Tonali was on the 200, 300 grand that everyone says, I wouldn't have an issue because guess what? We have the space to do it. We have the funds, we have the freedom, and we have Daniel Levy to thanks for that. So I'm going to say thank you, Daniel Levy, for creating the structure that we needed. Thank you for fucking off because you've given us the freedom to go out and get the players that we need. Because I'll tell you this for free. It's so funny. Daniel Levy helped create the space for us to get these players and the structure. But guess what? If he was still our chairman, there's no way we're getting Fernandes.
Do you think you would not spend this? Do you think
if he was our chairman, there's no way we're getting Fernandes and there's no way we're getting Tonali. And everyone on this platform knows it. So sometimes your hero is your villain. This guy is a fucking villain. This guy's a fucking villain, and we chased him out of N17 quite rightly. But thank you for your services.
We'll take it, people. We've come a long way.
Sandro Tonali, my final point. Sandro Tonali, he was wanted by Manchester City. That's a fact. That's a fact. Credible journals said it. Fact. David Ornstein, Fabrizio said it. This guy was wanted by Manchester City. He came to Tottenham. And I'm not saying he picked Tottenham over Manchester City. I'm saying that the players that we have signed here, they're players that were wanted by clubs significantly better than Tottenham. So whether you want to use that as your measurement for rating a player or not, I don't. But optically, the fact that Tottenham are going for players that are sought after by teams much better than them is an indication of us moving forward. And then the fact that we're willing to then go and overpay to get those players, it's an indication of us moving forward. Now, we're not done yet. We still need to sign 2 more attackers, at least 2 more, if not 3, 2 more, right? I told Turkish this 2 weeks ago. Told me foot manager. I told you again. Credible club mouthpieces. Ornstein, Fabrizio, Alistair Gold. They've all said Spurs are looking to sign at least 2 to 3 more players, and we're gonna go big. Savinho is one on the cards. I think that deal will probably get done. That will probably be around
scary.
That will probably be around 55 million. And then the one that we've been linked to heavily, Krupi. We need to get that one. That one will be a fantastic signing for Tottenham. That one they're saying is going to cost around maybe 80 million to 90 million. Get it done. We have the money. All you boo boys, Aston Villa, Newcastle's working. We can spend the money because we fucking make the money. How about that? I've never seen a club get vilified for spending the money that they've made.
It's unprecedented in terms of.
Talk your shit, man.
It's unprecedented though in terms of if you do get what you're saying, and I'm shocked already. I'll say that you were right in your assessment a few weeks ago. I'll say that, but if the rest plays out, we're talking the second biggest transfer window from an English club of all time.
Facts. Right? It has to be done.
You're saying that, okay.
Yep. Has to be done. Has to be done. And I tell you this for free. If we get those targets, trust me, I will put more pressure on the club than you will. I promise you that. If we get those signings, I want to see an assault of this fucking Premier League. I want to see us shoot right up the table. If we get these signings, it's the truth. No, it's the truth. No,
what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Hear me out. Just hear me out. There are 9 teams. There are 9 teams playing European football in the Premier League this year. That is unprecedented. We've never had 9 teams play Premier League football this year. Half of those teams do not have the squad to balance European football and Premier League campaign. As we saw with Crystal Palace last year. Crystal Palace, fantastic European campaign, but where did they finish? Newcastle, where did they finish last year? The Champions League. Where did we finish last year? We play one game. We play one game a week. We're signing all these players to improve our first team. We've got a manager who is actually a very good coach. If we get the 2 or 3 other players that we need to get, I need us to make an assault for this. Like
Champions League positions at least.
Absolutely. You need to.
No, Toby.
Get yourself back up there.
You have to compete. You have to compete.
Wow. No. Sorry. And
the expectation should be to compete. Yes,
brother. The difference between me and you, is this isn't make believe, right? This isn't. I'll use Turkish's words. This isn't Football Manager. Yes, we're spending this money. But that doesn't just automatically make us magically become better than the teams. The top 2, the top 3, for example.
Hang on a second.
We need to show improve.
I get your point, right? I get your point because expectation and prediction are 2 different things. We spoke about this on Midday Live the other day, right? You have already said about all the clubs that have Europe, and on top of that, everyone here has a new manager, barring Turkish, right? I said managers here, so we don't know. Hold on, we don't know how Michael is gonna do juggling Champions League football. We don't know how that scrotum that Steve has, that fucking pussy that Steve has, is gonna do over there with the squad that he's got. We don't know what he's gonna do.
Why are you salty, man? Why are you salty, man?
Because he's nothing.
We don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know how Iriola is going to do with Champions League football for the first time in his career in the Premier League. But we don't know these things. So when I'm looking at Tottenham, hold on, bro. Let me land my point. Because TOBS is like, I'm running away from the expectation to compete. You ain't running away from nothing, my friend. Because Van Hecke, is a very good player who comes into that lineup, has worked with De Zerbi before, and he improves your build-up from the back, right? Tenfold. You've still got Van de Ven there, You've got what's his name? Kinski, whatever my man's name. Kinky in goal that you've given a new contract. He was on fire, right? Poro's been chased by Real Madrid and that. You just said that Man City wanted Tonali, so they clearly think he's good enough to be competing. Tonali's there. Fernandes was wanted by Man United. Man United fans have been saying they need to compete. They were looking at Fernandes to compete. You've got Fernandes. You've got Maddison, that you say is one of the best 10s in the world or in the league or whatever it is, He's there too. He's back now, right? You sort out your attack, bro. I'm sorry, 1 game a week. You have to expect to compete. There is no, you're just
bro, I'm not.
Expect to compete with that team. Expect to compete with that team. One game a week with multiple players who are Premier League proven, a manager that's Premier League proven already, against managers that aren't proven as of yet up there, bro. You must compete, TOBS. I'm not hearing no.
I'll be raw. I don't care what you tell me we must and must not do. I'll be honest. I don't care. My opinion is my opinion. What you've just said there is not going to change my opinion. It's not. I've given you the facts. The facts are Tottenham. If we do what we need to do this summer, we will build a very good first 11. That first 11 needs to assault the team, assault the league and get as high as possible. Champions League has to be the expectation. Get back into the Champions League. Get back.
You're missing the trick though.
I don't. No. I let you speak.
You land on the moon.
I let you speak, bro. I let you speak. Champions League has to be the expectation. Get back into the Champions League because the Champions League is competitive. I don't give a shit what you think about the players that we've signed. The league is a humbler. The league is tough. It's not easy. Yes, 9 teams are playing, but I clearly said half of those teams cannot cope with the rigors of European football. Man City are still going to sign players. They've signed Anderson. They're still going to sign. Arsenal are still going to sign players. Liverpool are still going to sign players. Manchester United are still going to sign players. You're making a whole hoo-ha on the players that we've signed. Great. They're good players. They're good players. The players that we could sign, they're good players. Absolutely, there's an opportunity for us to take advantage, but that doesn't then mean that we have to start saying things that we can't put concrete evidence behind. We need to see how this team performs. It's a lot of upheaval for a new manager to cope with as well. And players like Maddison, etc. The guy just came back from an ACL injury. Kudus isn't even back yet. Kulusevski isn't back yet. There's still things we need to do. So all of this, oh, you have to compete. No, leave your delusion in your camp, in the Chelsea camp. I'm speaking from a realistic
it's not even, you know, it is though. You know, it is though. You can call it delusion or whatever, but it is delusion. You just reminded us why you're a Spurs fan, because you ain't experienced winning the league before.
That's fine.
So you can't have them aspirations of winning the league, right? But if I was in your camp and I'm seeing Chelsea signing the type of players that you're signing right now to add on top of the quality that you have with the manager that you have, up against the managers I've just said that are just starting up at these clubs, I would expect us to be up there. I'm not saying win the league. I'm just saying, bro, you aim for the stars, you land on the moon. So you're not. Hold on.
Is getting into a Champions League spot not being up there? I don't understand. What is up there? I don't know.
You can compete. Hold on, Tobes. You can compete and still tail off, bro. Like people think competing means you're going to win the league.
Yeah, but I know what you're doing.
The same thing. You're just saying it in different.
Exactly. I know. I'm saying the same thing
you're
saying.
Maybe I'm overrating your players, then, Tobes. Maybe I'm overrating your players.
No. I know what you're. Brother, my thing is different from your thing. I know what you're doing. When you're saying these things, you're talking about trying to challenge for a league title, which is why you get egg on your face every season for the last 2 seasons straight. The same rhetoric, you've had egg on your face. I know what you're doing. It's not going to work. I'm not here telling you Spurs.
I'm not doing anything. I wanted Van Heck at Chelsea, bro. I literally didn't mind signing Van Heck at Chelsea, and I want a challenge. You're signing players. You are signing players, Tobes, who are capable of being in a challenging team.
You hear that, man?
We're doing it. So
you sound a little bit worried, man. You sound a bit worried, Dom, man. You know what I mean? You got one game a week.
One game a week with De Zerbi, with some of these guys, yeah. You keep those guys fit. Hopefully, I say hopefully, but for your sake, you're hoping.
You got to remember, Don. You got to remember they finished 17th.
Tottenham can do much better. The league is wide open, people. The league is wide open.
You know what it is, though. You know what it is, though. Just to be, it's got to be like we can all do this, yeah. And be like, yo, Tottenham spent all this money. It should equate to them challenge for the league, but they did finish 17th though, like last season. They were barely scraping wins. At one point, they had one win in a was it since 2026? They had one win in 2026. So we can't just all of a sudden now say that they should challenge for the league or compete for the league. For me, if they get Champions League football, it's a very good season.
So you finished 15th and then finished comfortably 3rd. What are we doing?
Yeah, but bro,
and you had one game a week. What are we doing?
But then isn't they finished 3rd? But then isn't that what I've just isn't that
basically
asked? Try and get in Champions League 3rd, 4th, 5th. That's Champions League.
Listen, what you're saying, Tobes, isn't unreasonable. For you to say, yeah, we should get into Champions League is not unreasonable. I'm just looking at the context of the league being open and the fact that you've got one game a week and you have players who comfortably go to Arsenal.
Is it wide open for you as well?
And help them, bro.
Is it wide open for you? Is it wide open for you as well?
I already told you my expectation last week. I said I expect Chelsea to compete next season. That's what I said. I expect it to happen. But the compete word is based off the window. But my expectation hasn't changed, bro. We've
compete for what?
Nearly 2 billion. They've been here 5 years. I shouldn't expect to be competing now. What are we doing?
Compete for what, though? Compete for what?
Competing. I just told you what for what, bro. Competing for the league. We should be competing for the league by now. What are we doing it?
Yeah, but what should just based on the transfer spend, because that's what I'll use to apply pressure onto you, right? Don't get it twisted. But in this moment, I'm gonna tell you, what about should based off of the evidence that you've seen over the last 2 years on the pitch, or the evidence in the transfer windows, or the evidence that Enzo was about to leave and Xhaka's the top priority. All this evidence says is that no, you should be nowhere near a league title.
Yeah, but that's why they need to change. They need to change that narrative this summer by bringing in starting level quality that help the likes of Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso himself, he has a big task of improving key players like Palmer, like Caicedo, because we will not compete if our key players are not at the top level again, bro. Right? Arsenal don't win the league without Rice, Raya, Gabriel, Saliba being at the top of their game for most of the game weeks. Same thing as us. We need our key players to perform. Let me just finish, Turkish. And we need starting level quality like Lacroix, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
you need that, yeah. But you lost
like these sort of players.
But you've lost that already. You've probably lost the biggest player out of all the big 6 clubs in terms of how important he is to you in Cucurella. Like,
I hear it. Cuckoo's definitely a big miss, you know, in terms of on and off the pitch, the dressing room and whatnot. He's experienced and that. But in terms of like, if we're trying to play a wing back, bro, I don't think he would have been the best fit for that, bro, because he's not really a dynamic sort of guy. And if you look at the guys we're trying to sign now, like Palestra and who else we're trying to sign now? There's the other guy that we're trying to sign who's really dynamic. You can see that Xabi's trying to bring his players that suit what he wants to do. Similar thing to De Zerbi, bro. You look at the guys that De Zerbi's signing now, it's clearly for his style of play. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying we're going to compete next season because I haven't even seen the window, bro. I'm saying the expectation as a Chelsea fan should still be for Chelsea to challenge next season, bro. You know what I'm saying? How can we spend nearly 2 billion and these man be here, nearly 5 years? You man cook clearly, including myself, and I can't.
It don't work like that.
Everyone's
spending exactly how it works. That's exactly how it works, Saeed.
But I can say that, bro, we've been how many years behind Man City? We should be automatically there, but there has to be a process. Like Arsenal have done it over 6 years and spent the money wisely and obviously got there eventually. So
you're making my point for me.
Football's not linear, bro. You get me? You can't expect demand.
I never said that, but end of the day, the reason why we haven't been challenging is because we've spent incorrectly, bro. That's why we need to spend correctly. That's my point. We need to spend correctly in order to challenge, bro. Because I'm sorry, if man ain't gonna expect me to be challenging at this point, never talk about Chelsea and the money that they've spent then. Because you can't be spending this much money. You can't be spending this much money. Hold on, you can't be spending this much money and just be floating about top 4, top 6 and that. And that's embarrassing, bro. We have to be challenging. I'm sorry, we have to be. And like I've said,
but you're not going to.
This ain't just about Chelsea. I said it about Spurs too. I said the
but you're not going to though. You know you're not going to.
The title next season.
Why are we wasting our time here? You're not going to.
We don't know what we're going to do in the rest of the window, Tobs. We'll see. Let's see. Okay. And then come the end of the window, I will predict where I think we'll finish.
There's nothing you can do in this window.
They should be building a squad. They should be building a squad now to challenge, bro. That's what they should be building.
Nasty.
But it's the truth though. There's nothing you can do in this window to challenge.
They're losing players, Turkish. They're losing Edison possibly.
That's your take. That's your take.
Even if they keep him, the evidence is he wanted to go. He wants to go. So that's not a player that's 100%.
No, but realistically, Don, I disagree with Turkish overall. I think he's a little bit trolling. But realistically,
of course he is.
But realistically, let's be realistic. What would you want to do that makes you think that you can win the title? Like what realistically, what needs to be done in this window for you?
Bro, you need to first of all, you need to bring in someone like Granit Xhaka, not as our main target.
Granit Xhaka.
We need
a
yeah. You need someone like Xhaka, bro, because end of the day, I call
no, you said that. I understand why you want Xhaka. No, you need to move the show on.
Explain why though, because Steve.
Forget Steve. Just give your opinion. Just give your opinion.
Let him land.
Xhaka is self-explanatory. Xhaka is self-explanatory. But go on. So Xhaka,
not to Steve, because he reacted the way that he did. She's dying over there.
Okay, how many players are you going to mention? 4, 5, 3.
Bro, I think we need about 4 starters, bro. Yeah, 100%.
4 starters. So Xhaka?
No, Xhaka is part of the squad. I don't look at him as a main target, right? If we keep Enzo, then obviously the dream of Wharton's gone. But I still want us to be in there for Morgan Gibbs-White. I want to bring Morgan Gibbs-White to the club. Rodgers, I highly doubt he'll come to Chelsea. I think he'll probably go Arsenal. But apparently we're still interested. Yeah, give it a shot for it, bro. I know it's a long shot without Champions League, but go try a look something for Bacola, maybe. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Maybe someone else won't be willing to offer how much we're willing to offer. I don't know. Shot again, but someone like that.
Money talks.
Yeah,
money talks.
You know what I mean? Money talks. So end of the day, I'm just looking, bringing 3, 4 starters at start, bringing a guy like a Xhaka who can help these young delinquents. I call these guys young delinquents, bro. Xabi Alonso 1 game a week, like Tob said, bro. I think we have a completely different season, bro.
This one game a week, man. You man are running with this.
I don't know if we'll win it, but well, we have to challenge next season.
Xhaka Bacola, Morgan Gibbs-White, and who's the other one?
I mean, we're linked to. We're also linked to Krupi as well. We're linked to Krupi as well.
Krupi and your title challenges.
I've not seen one credible link, by the way, with Krupi and Chelsea. But yeah, go ahead.
What about your defense?
I'm looking at but Lacroix. Did you mention Lacroix?
Lacroix decent, yeah.
Oh yeah, Lacroix. Yeah.
Still hasn't been done though. It's not over the line. That one. It's getting a bit. You know what I mean?
I never said.
I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, if you sign all of them players, all of them, you're not fucking winning the league. Simple as
that. Oh gosh.
It's the truth.
All we could do.
You've still got Bruno and Gittins flying about. You've still got Tosin Adarabioyo. You've still got shit like that floating around. You need more than that to win the league, man. That ain't going to win you the league.
Don't worry about that, bro. Guys like Tosin, they're going to be adding to the money that we got from you, man. You know what I'm saying? For speaking to that scrotum. You know what I mean? Yeah? That 17 M's, Tosin and that, we're going to be getting money to add to that, bro. So don't worry about
that.
When it comes to selling, we know we sell well. We know that we sell well.
Oh, bro.
Let him land. Come on, man. This is receipts.
You took half of our academy, mate. We're building our team on the money you gave us, you know what I mean? On buying these bums from Dortmund and giving us 12% and all that. We love that, man. Like you say, keep going. I know you're a bit salty in that because Maresca decided, halfway through your season when he was world champions that the lure of Manchester City was just too good enough and he had to go and say, look, I've been offered a better job. He's going to let me leave and that. I know it hurts that, you know what I mean? But it's the food chain. It's the food chain, isn't it? You know that. You can have two Champions Leagues, but, you just can't have what we've got, innit? Manchester City Football Club, best in the world.
Is it? All right, let's see. What's kind of those charges, by the way? It's been a long wait.
I don't know. There's an FA Cup, though, here that you could have won, but you didn't.
Oh, is it? What happened in Lisbon?
Oh,
what happened in Porto, even? What happened in Porto, bro?
Oh, how many years ago was that?
Come on, man. Are we really doing this?
We've done the treble. But anyway, let's move on from these, man, because end of the day now they've got Pep the second coming now, innit? You know what I mean? Let's see what that guy does over there. But I'm just saying, innit? My energy is the same for every club. It's open. I've been saying for ages, Man United can compete next season when they were looking like what they were looking like last season.
Put that on mute.
Same thing as TOBS, bro. Same thing as TOBS. I've said TOBS is open for you too. You know what I mean?
Do you think this is the best league in the world, Don?
100%, of course it is.
And you think that Tottenham, United, and Chelsea can challenge within one window's work?
It's not just one window's work though, because SAEED had a good summer last year too.
Not about that, but your point about new managers, essentially, it's one window's work. Modern day football, the manager,
one window.
So you're all working from one window's work. If it's the best league in the world, then, or let's say hardest, it might not be the most visually the best. I get that La Liga's competition there, but hardest, if it's the hardest league, I believe that you can't challenge in one transfer window, bro. There's no chance. No chance.
Yeah. You know what? It's Turkish.
We'll see, innit? We'll see, bro.
Chelsea just need to do what they told us last season that we couldn't do, is that, this one game a week with Carrick in it. So let's see if you do one step at a time. Do the one game a week with Xabi Alonso.
They said that a lot. They said that a lot.
In it, that we got one game a week. Yeah, rubbish. You lot with Xabi Alonso. No, it's true. You lot with Xabi Alonso, just have your one game a week, build quietly, you know what I mean, and get to the top four, get in the Champions League, getting a bit of respect back in London. Because right now there is no respect now for Chelsea in London. And then go from there. I don't know why the rush to go, just chill. Just relax.
What I'm going to say is,
he seems to think that no one else spent money.
I never even said that. Where did I say that? Where did you hear me say that? Huh?
Bro,
where did you hear me say that? Because people are hearing people like you, TOBS, are hearing me saying we're going to compete. I never said that once. I said I said the expectation should be to compete. That's what I said. And I gave you the reasons why. I haven't said anything mad about my reasoning, bro.
About GRIZZ.
Did I lie about anything? Everything seems to be wild that I say when I'm speaking facts, bro.
you know, it makes sense now, GRIZZ. You know, during the season when I was saying to Matisse that he doesn't know yet. The Don doesn't know yet. He doesn't know yet. I get it. Matisse has learned.
At the end of the day, I do shows weekly, and I always say to the man them in the chat, I say, bro, me and everyone in this chat can build a better squad than what these men have built, right? Me having an expectation to compete, I'm not the one that's up there, bro, telling these men to go sign Shirley Carter and these sort of guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can go up there and I can build a proper squad. Just give me 100 bags a year and I'll do it, bro. You know what I mean? But these men,
to be fair, you are a Y Scout a lot though, so you never know,
bro. Egypt were using Y Scout yesterday, but you might laugh at me for using Y Scout. You might have funny. You might have funny. You know what I mean? I can say Drogba's Ivorian, and man will try to argue with me, bro. It's a gimmick now. Whatever I say, man have to just try to go against it. But I'm not lying about anything. It's up this wide open up there next season, bro. There is many new managers at big clubs now. We don't know how they're gonna juggle that big club and having Champions League football too, bro. Let's see.
Bro,
Let's see,
listen, you know what? We're nearly an hour in, but bro, you lot did this to us. So I just need you to understand, what you grew up on. The sooner you leave it and drop it, the better for your mental health and the better for these comments that seem to, be getting to you. And in terms of anything you say, it gets some sort of return back. That's because, bro, you're going 10 years now without a Premier League title. This ain't Roman times, bro. This is a completely different Chelsea. If we work off the Chelsea we all know, then me, Steve, and GRIZZ, and probably just about SAEED, you shouldn't have had the Roman era. But you had that era. You grew up in that era. It's not that era no more, bro. You're gonna find out eventually. Matisse found out last season. He went to war 3 times, raised the white flag 3 times. It looks like you're gonna go to war a couple of times this season. So get the white flag off Matisse. He don't need it no more. He knows what Chelsea are now. Chelsea are what I grew up on, what Steve grew up on, what GRIZZ grew up on. Again, and it's a pleasure to see. But I'm glad there's still a few of you like.
Nah, but the thing is, though, Turkish. When
Matisse can't make the show next season, you are in, my friend.
Yeah, but Turkish, that's where you're missing form, though. We were already falling off before these guys came in. When Roman got sanctioned, that was the longest he went without winning the league, right? The Champions League papered over a lot of cracks, bro. We weren't challenging, bruv. The year after we won the league, Man City finished what? Over 25 points above us, bruv. Yeah? We weren't involved in no battles with Pep and Klopp before Roman left.
Roman.
I love Roman. I can never take. Hold on, let me.
But the thing about Roman,
I can never take away what Roman did. Yeah, but this idea that our fall off has only begun with these man is cap, bro. By Chelsea standard, before they even came, by Chelsea standard, we were not challenging. It's been 10 years, and last time I checked, clearly haven't even been here for 10 years.
So when are you gonna? What's the saying, Steve? Wake up and smell the coffee. Is that the one? When are you going to wake up and smell the coffee?
He hasn't smelled it.
Bro,
you can't say you're smelling the coffee and say we should win the league, bro. That coffee is not coffee.
I never said win the league. I said compete. I said
no, even compete. When's the last time you competed? The last time you competed was when you won it.
Turkish. What's the expectation as an Arsenal fan for your club to be doing pretty much every season?
Back to back.
No, I'm not saying now. I'm saying in general. What is the expectation for Arsenal Football Club to be doing year in, year out in the Premier League, bro?
By name, by history, it should be challenging. But that is not the reality. 5 years ago when we started this show, bro, I wasn't expecting a Premier League title. If we go by name, we all should, aside from TOBS, expect to challenge. But the reality is there's never been a 5-team title race in Premier League history anyway. I don't know before that. There's never been a 4-team title race. At most, it's been 3 teams, at very most. And even that gets whittled down to 2 come the end of it. It just doesn't happen like that. So when you say should, again, you're working off the name, the history. And I say that loosely because the name, the history is built off of 10, 15 years of Roman. You say Roman, it started with him. It did because his last window, Havertz, what's his name? Werner, all of them players. It didn't necessarily work out in terms of them coming in, young players, kick you lot on. It won you the Champions League. But what Roman would have done is got them out and replaced them quick because he was someone that realized when he gets transfers wrong, fuck it, I got the money to, like City do. You was that team. Now you're not that team. So I wouldn't even look at Roman and say, oh,
you know what? You know what, Turkish, yeah? I'll be real with you. Let's say, was having this conversation and it was still prime Pep and prime Klopp with Mane and Salah and KDB and these men in their pomp. I wouldn't even be saying about. I wouldn't be talking the way I am right now, bro. But I don't look at the Prem the way that I did before. I'm sorry, I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal won the league, cool, fairs, but you need massive improvements too, especially in your attack, right? Man City still need to improve their team in certain areas. I just look at the Prem like it's open than ever, really. Before it was only really Man City or Liverpool, whereas now I'm looking at it completely different, and that's why I'm looking at it and thinking, bro. At this point, I'm sorry, everyone's going through a transitional period, including ourselves. So we have to be part of that transition in competing, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah. Otherwise, don't talk about the money that we've spent then. Simple. It's not just about Chelsea Football Club or as a club, yes, you should be expecting this. No, I should be expecting this because of how much money they've also spent. You can't spend this much money and have nothing to show for it apart from a Club World Cup, guys disgruntled, wanting to leave, and the Conference League, bro. I'm sorry, don't work like that. I have to expect the club to compete. So they fix up in the windows, bro. I have to. That's my job as a Chelsea fan, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know because then that's why you get so much return on your comments. Because
I will predict if we have a bad window, I will come here and say, bro, I think we'll finish 5th. Bro, I think we'll finish 6th. That's my prediction. That's separate to my expectation, bro.
I can't wait for match week 1 and then they lose to whoever Fulham against Arbeloa, and then he's moving man saying, yeah, forget the season. It's all done. We're gonna be there, man.
Yes, keep it.
You don't just want us in the mud forever. That's what it is. You just want us.
But we have to show us if you're getting out of the mud. Right now, you know
just
what I mean?
mute.
They do.
Can we mute Don, please?
Let's move on.
No wonder you support Tottenham, bro.
Super chats, actually.
Is that window rolled down or what? Is there air coming into that car? It's hot, bro. It's hot, bro. Let some air come in, man. Seriously.
I've actually got my aircon on.
Oh gosh.
Let me look at what the super chats are saying. I'm gonna quickly scroll up past the hour. Listen, people, 5.7k. That's mad. Out of nowhere, midday-ish, 2 p.m.-ish, live on a Saturday. That's big numbers. Do me a favor, like, hype, subscribe, and do one more thing. Show Proton some love. Make it 2 more things. If you're on Spotify, people, go on Spotify and leave us a 5-star review, please, people, because I checked the numbers the other day and the numbers are not making sense in comparison to other podcasts out there where our community is bigger, better, more engaged. On Spotify, it doesn't show that. So as a community, please just take a moment to go on Spotify, search up the Big Six. There should be a link in the description and just leave a review. Make it a 5-star review. I know Don's on the show today talking a lot of smack, but please don't give us any less than a 5. Don's not always here. But yeah, show some love, people. Let me do the super chats. Let me scroll right back up to the top. Sahel says Pep's revolution of German football has led to a team in 2026 filled with positionless players and a forward line with no wingers and strikers that shoot. That one came in very early on. Tobes, why are you smiling? Ask Don. Spending big money doesn't mean you are back. I don't know if we should ask Don that right now, to be honest. For all the banter they receive, Spurs are definitely moving like a Big Six club. They are. Should have done them when they had the chance. Don't scared. Big up. Marvin says, Tobes, thoughts on Villa and Newcastle fans being upset about Spurs spending? Any sympathy or understanding? Or should they follow how Spurs made the money?
No sympathy. I do understand it, but I have no sympathy. I don't give a shit because what they're going through is what we had to basically do for most of my teenage years. We spent what we made. We ran a tight ship. We went a whole season without buying a player. We played away from our home ground for almost 2 years. We only started really spending significant amounts of money when we moved into our new stadium. And the money that we're spending is money that we're making. So I don't have any sympathy whatsoever. And to be honest, I can't fathom why Aston Villa fans and Newcastle fans are angry at Tottenham. Direct your anger somewhere else. Don't direct your anger at a club who's actually grown themselves organically. Yeah.
The rules. Somewhat the Newcastle fans saying the rules protect Spurs. The rules were voted on, and Aston Villa and Newcastle voted on them rules. So Manchester City pushed back against it and told everyone this FFP was a joke. And all of them ganged up and said, no, yeah, let's sign a deal. So you reap what you sow. So stop fucking whining and go and fucking have a go at your owners or go and spend more money in your club shop.
Can I just say this? So I see some people saying the rules protect Spurs. Fuck off. What do you mean the rules protect Spurs? Spurs have adhered to the rules. That's why we can do this. We'll make the 2 clubs in question that are complaining. We make more money than both of them put together. They keep telling us how big they are and stuff. We make more money than both of them put together.
Oh, Kobe.
No, it's the truth. I'm sick of it. We make more money than both of your clubs put together. So shut up. Shut your mouth. Honestly, I'm tired of hearing the same rhetoric. It's boring. It is absolutely boring. A club who had to be so frugal when we wanted to put every single penny and pound into a new stadium. Now we're reaping the benefits of the years of austerity that we had to go through, and it's a problem. Get out of here, man.
What clubs are you talking about, Tobes? What clubs are you talking about?
Newcastle and Villa. I'm sick of it. They're telling us, oh, but the rules are bent. It favors no. The rules favor us because we've adhered to the rules. We built a stadium organically. We didn't overspend on wages. Up until this summer, our wage to turnover ratio was the lowest in the Premier League. It's there. Go check.
You got to commend this, guys, because every backyard chat here, we only find one fan, but you got the money. So fair play, man. I can't lie. It's brilliant, man. It's brilliant.
I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. All these clubs that keep saying, "Oh, we're better than," you're not. F off. F off. Go make the money. Go make your money. Stop complaining. Stop complaining to Tottenham. Go complain at Chelsea.
Are you saying all those Are you saying all those rumors, stories, and everything about Spurs need to be replaced in the Big Six? Have you taken it personally and said, "Shut that f up"? We're here to stay.
I'm not even talking about that. That let them. Those clubs, they bad like all this Big Six stuff. Like they bad. They notice the truth. They want the title so much. Why should Spurs be a Big Six? I don't. Fam, be a Big Six club for all I care. But when you qualify for Europe for 15 straight seasons, when you make the money that we make, when you win the amount of trophies that we've won, right, over the course of our time. Don't say whoa. Don't say whoa. No. Don't say whoa.
Hold on there, buddy. Toby, you're doing too much. Relax.
Stop saying relax. Stop saying relax.
Because he's saying trophies like it's, you know.
Driving.
Yes, I am because I am, and I'm gonna say that because I understand why Spurs get ridiculed, but I'm almost sick of some of the over disrespect when it comes to Tottenham. People talk about honestly, people talk about us like we're some Mickey Mouse club. We're not. Remember who we are, yeah? Because Aston Villa are getting giddy because they've won a. No, it's the truth. Aston Villa are getting giddy because they've won a Europa League. That's their first title in how many years? Like 30, 40 odd years. We got bantered for having a trophy drop for 10, 15 years. But a club that has had a trophy drop for 30 something years, they're bigger than Spurs. Newcastle, 55-year trophy drop. So you don't make more money than us. You haven't won more trophies than us. You haven't qualified in Europe more times than us. You haven't finished in the top 6 more times than us. You've been relegated, and then you're telling me that you're the same as Tottenham. Fuck off. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it anymore. Tottenham are not the same as Aston Villa and Newcastle. If you want to have beef, with when it comes to spending money, go and make your money. Go and make your money. Ask ChatGPT how to make money as a club in Birmingham, as a club in Newcastle. Stop whining to Tottenham. We've had to go through hardships so we can spend this money. I'm sick of hearing it. Honestly.
I told you, who's performing at your stadium this summer, by the way?
What?
Who's performing at the stadium this summer? You should know the schedule.
Bare people. Bad Bunny was there last week. Some other.
You were there.
I wanted to go. I didn't even know he was performing until like I cycled on the day. But I wish I would have gone. But like I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of the crying. It's doing my head in, bro. Stop complaining at Tottenham for spending money that they've made. That's stupid. It doesn't make sense.
I respect everything you said there, but also remember your words this season when you're talking to us, all right?
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Newcastle and Villa.
No, I know, but when we're talking to us about us this season, remember your words. Remember who we are and all of that. There's different levels of remember who we are on this panel. So I just want you to...
It's better than beef with Sheffield United, so he's doing better than Sheffield United.
He's getting up there.
You're getting there, man. Next time,
I think you're locked in next. I think United and Chelsea are next on his radar. I think you don't mind.
United and Chelsea, bro. I've seen this man win 2 trophies in my lifetime. How dare you, bro? You can't even win. Not even five, bro. Allow me, bro. Come on now. Let's not do that because these man. And you know he's Turkish. I didn't even, bro. Growing up, I literally knew 2 Tottenham fans because I live in East. I grew up in East London, bro. It's only when I started to work and stuff where I met more of these guys. You can't try and don't do that, bro. Don't even bring these guys near me. That's disgusting.
Shut up. Just shut up. Honestly. Just shut up, please. I beg, please. Just put this guy on mute for the rest of the show. I don't want to hear him anymore.
But you know what time it is when it comes to face Chelsea? Home and away, TOBS. That's what 6 points guaranteed.
I don't care, Don.
Same thing as Turkish, bro.
Let it come. I don't care about that right now. Let's.
You're also 6 points guaranteed for us usually, bro. So don't ever talk about.
Hey, bro. Hey, listen. I grew up watching Drogba, the Slayer, the Arsenal Slayer. Yeah,
well, how old are you?
The Arsenal Slayer.
Fam, put this guy on mute, please.
That's why. That's all he knows. Cool. Let's move. I've just started them, so we need to continue. Bit of World Cup to talk about too. Big up Lee, members as well. Big up the entire the Big Six family. SAEED, just a reminder about that tweet GRIZZ put out on March the 26th, 2026, 5:17 p.m. We need answers, please. Thanks. Love for the love. SAEED, you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, but I think we've not even had a whole discussion about that. I find it absolutely criminal. We've not discussed Diamande and what the situation happened over there. But, you know, I get it, you know. Mateus Fernandes, you know what I mean? I hear it.
Well, what did he say on March the 26th?
Oh, he was talking about...
Check this out, bro. Bro, FBI ain't got intel like this, motherfuckers. Look at this.
You got the
Look at the time, the date, the hemisphere I was in, the clothes I was wearing, where I was seeing, everything. Look at this. This is FBI shit. Lee, I'm onto you, bro. He's been tweeting me best. Lee, I'm onto you, but love for the love.
Lee.
Yeah, love for the love still.
Don't worry, we'll circle back. SAEED TV on Midday Live. I need Tottenham to bid for Fernandes first and get rejected, so I will know how much to bid. What did you mean by that, SAEED?
Irrelevant now, isn't it? It's irrelevant now, bro. It's irrelevant.
You're busy worrying about what, you know, where I was at 5:17 on a Saturday, 21st of June.
Yeah, but I don't keep doing that. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you're beginning to do a lot, apparently.
Are you sure? On your level?
No, that's what people are saying.
Listen, they can say it.
Mansky, big up. Mateus is a good player, but United viewed him as a market opportunity to help replace Kobe's minutes. We need to focus on the six, Tchouaméni or Bruno Guimaraes.
This is a big lie, bro. This is a big lie. Man said market opportunity. Your main target was a market opportunity.
And Freddie says Spurs spending shows that TOBS was right about Levy holding the club back. Let's see if Turkish will admit that, or will he keep twerking for Levy? Ricky says, please tell Villa and Newcastle fans we aren't cheats. We got this revenue by years of frugality. They are abusing so much, like we made an exception to FFP. Where you got what you wanted. TOBS went off. SAEED not explaining will sign 2 midfielders, one for 80 and another for around 60. One is an elite midfielder, the other not. The plan was for Mateus to be the 60 million guy.
Yeah, but I said that, but the market's messed up now, so you're not going to get him for 60.
Stop focusing on the prices, SAEED. No player is worth what they are now. Just get the player and forget about the money, or you'll sign no one.
If you don't pay it, if you don't pay it, someone else will, bro. Arsenal learned that with Bonga too.
All right.
Wow.
16-year-old is calm. Besto says Tchouaméni, when you factor in wages, will be a more expensive signing than Fernandes. And when you factor in age, Fernandes overall a better signing. SAEED, your midfield Scholes prefers Tonali to Rice. Also, United are not going to sign any midfielder better than Tonali or Fernandes this summer. That's what I mean. It's a waiting game now. Basically, SAEED saying he's not worried.
Bloody hell.
Fernandes is good. He would have wanted Fernandes at the right price, but he's not worried because there's others out there. If the others don't come in, we talk again. If the others come in, SAEED talks up. So that's where it's left at now. It's so funny, says Simply Facts. Suddenly everyone's an accountant. Are we watching football or are we balancing the books for them? Steve says GRIZZ retiring as in the know. Highlights in his career included, but not limited to, Hey Jude, Firmino renewing, and Konate staying.
Apparently, I saw a report earlier. Apparently,
brother.
Apparently, GRIZZ, is it true? I saw a report earlier that apparently Bacola doesn't want to live in Liverpool. He's looking more at Arsenal. And I was told that he doesn't want to wake up seeing Steen's trains, you know, like Peaky Blinders and that. That's why he doesn't want to go to Liverpool. He wants to go to London, to Novikov. He wants to go to Selfridges and that. You know what I mean? I don't know if you man have the capacity to be doing them things, bro. So is he also going to be another one to add to your recall? Because you've got too many on that list. You've got Caicedo on that list. You've got Lavia on that list. You've got Jude Bellingham on that list. You've got Euro on that list. I could keep going all day about how many times you've been rejected, bro. How come Bill Shankly and these guys can never help you when it comes to these negotiations, bro? I don't understand, bro. Wow. You know what I mean? Why don't Shankly ever help you with these things, bro?
Yeah,
why don't the legends ever help you with these things?
No, you can't just keep talking because you've got to shut up for like 30 seconds.
For real.
We got 8 trophies as well in that period as well, so shut up.
You didn't actually answer my question.
It's a stupid question. I'm not here to answer stupid.
I said, is Bakola going to be part of that Rico? Is he going to
You
be
know
part
what
of
they
that
say?
Rico?
You let someone drag them down to your level, man. It's like Pete.
No, Grizz, we got to answer that question now, please.
You can't answer it though. Is Bakola going to be part of that?
Can you do on
Chris,
Mandem?
Chris.
Do on Mandem or Midday Live or Mandem?
No, man. He's asking, bro. You've been.
This is elite content.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna ask the question then. Is that what you're doing on the show? Is that what you're doing on the show?
Elite question. What kind of question, bro? Look what he said. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me break his question down. His question is Bakola don't want to see. I don't even know what he said, man.
Okay, that's banter. He's saying basically, is Bakola the next one to be rejected? Basically.
No, but listen, name a club here that hasn't been rejected?
No, but that's not what he's saying. He's saying that there's a lot of names that you have.
Yeah. Diomande, hold on. Diomande rejected us.
Yeah.
Factually. All right? Bakola, we don't know what's happening here. When it happens, I'll address it. Diomande rejected us for PSG under Luis Enrique, double Champions League winners, probably one of the best coaches. Fair enough. He's a French-speaking lad. His dad supports them. Fair enough. We got rejected or we got played. I'm man enough to admit that. The rest of the questions and all that business, man, it's like, what, man? I don't know. What do you want me to say to the rest of
Uncle, I think he's pulling up some of the names that you.
Of course, there's loads of names.
We're going to Liverpool.
Of course, there's loads of names. There's loads of names, but it don't happen, innit? I don't sign the checks.
Yeah, but then that's why he's saying you got.
That's what asking you. Is Bakola going to be the new one?
Pastor
going to be the new one.
Pastor Toby, he's not saying that. He's trying to run it on my club. He's not thinking about IDK. He's trying to run it on my club.
I literally asked you. I said, is Bakola going to be part of that list?
No, you're pastor these days, man. You're blessed, innit? Your club's blessed. Is your club blessed or not? Is your club blessed? That's it, Pastor Toby, isn't it?
Massive boy.
Apparently they want Neto too. Apparently Liverpool want Neto too.
Boy.
Listen, just wind down the window, turn off the AC because the AC is not fresh air, run through. Fresh air, run through.
I got my aircon here, my friend.
That's what I'm saying. Aircon, don't do it. Aircon's fake like your club. Get some fresh air. Natural.
Dominic says, been long overdue that I contribute to your great efforts and works. Love for the love. Big up Dominic, man. Big up Dominic. Still Canada and including a members special as well. So just in time. Adash on the subject says, ain't no way a man who has Garnacho and Kittens at left wing is dissing Grizz for pursuing Diomande and Bakola. There's levels to this game. Keep the heat for Brighton.
Bro, man's talking to me about pursuing, bro. You're the man there that got up to the girl in the club. Yeah, she's like, sorry, I got a man. Sorry, I got a man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Diamonde's done to you, bro. And Bakola's probably going to do the same thing as well, black. Yeah? Shirley's gone. Garnacho 1 season is gone. You know what I mean?
Mute them right now.
You keep listen. No. Listen, done. You keep overpaying for hoes.
For the sake of this right now.
You keep overpaying for hoes while we wife women.
Okay. Unquit the bars.
I don't know what that means.
You keep overpaying for hoes, bro. Keep going clubs and overpaying. While you're drunk and they're drunk. Good luck.
Would you want to?
Shunky, don't try work out, Saeed. Shunky says, Saeed trying to act big. Danny Glover's cleaning the market up. United need 3 midfielders. Saeed thinks they're going to pay 140 for Wharton. Bless him. And Simply Facts adds, when last did Man United get a player wanted by any top 4 team across all leagues? Not rumours, concrete interest. My club and fans disappoint me. Saeed, you laughed at Liverpool for being food chained by PSG, but you have been food chained by Spurs. You're a small club now. United finished. Mansky adds, Spurs owners put in 200 M's a few weeks ago, and we see their moves. Glazers have taken out 1 billion with no money put in for 23 years. Jiba adds, Spurs rebuild is horrific. Van Heck is bang average and slow, and they can fume all they want, but Tonali is a B-Tech Gallagher who they've abused.
This guy's a Chelsea fan. That's why he's so moronic. So let's move on. H says, Gakpo, Gravenberch, Tonali, Fernandes, Anderson have all rejected United. So don't act like you don't get rejected. Quote, we didn't want him anyway. FC.
There's loads, man. You just talk, innit? Just talks. There's loads.
Spurs can spend 480 million a year under the new SCR rules. If we keep building like this each window, crazy times. Harry Kane on a free next season. The way he's moving, I don't think so. Toby talking breeze for Spurs before a ball is kicked. Should have learned from my man Hassam talking about rock and roll football last summer.
Where's the breeze that I've spoken?
Simply Facts adds, suddenly Tottenham are back in top 4 conversations, which is where they should be. That's what statement signings do for a team. I never seen a bargain hunter with anything shiny. By the way, the disrespect on Arteta. Pep is the reason Arteta hasn't won 3 titles in 4 years. All this talk on competing, you should get in line. An Elephant Boy adds, you would think after everything Don said last season, he wouldn't do it again. Sums up Chelsea fans, I guess.
Okay, so Elephant Boy, if I drop my standards, bro, don't talk about the money that Chelsea keeps spending then, because we should spend more money and have no expectations.
Who are you saying shouldn't talk about the money you're spending? Chelsea fans or the ops?
I'm talking about everyone, bro. The ops, everyone that believes what he says. Everyone that believes what he says here. Everyone that believes that he says here. Don't talk about the money that Chelsea are spending. There should be no expectation.
It's different though, because the ops that's ammunition for us. Like I get it with the Chelsea fans, but for us it's ammunition. Why shouldn't we use ammunition? Why you're obviously laughing at the money spent because it's not doing anything. The money's being spent and we're not going anywhere. That's why you laugh at us. Yeah, and you laughed at Don, I didn't know you then, but I know you definitely laughed at Arsenal during the time we was top four, missing out on top 4. You was laughing at us, right?
Yeah, but that's when you were singing "We Want Funky Out." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's when you were singing that. So your ownership, you things weren't aligned back then.
Okay, but tell me, who's on the London streets protesting now, and who's on the London streets running the show now? Okay,
you're running the show, really?
We are, yeah. Didn't you see the other day? Did you come out your house?
I was at the studio actually. Yeah, I was at the studio when that happened.
Did you go
one Prem in 22 years don't do anything because he still lost that Champions League final, mate.
You're right. 1 Prem in 22 years. It's also 1 Prem in the last season as well. So when's your last one?
When was your last European trophy?
We ain't got one. When are you gonna make 10 league titles? 6 league titles, brother.
Let's see if you get the favour of the bracket again in the Champions League.
And I tell you the only difference between you and Tottenham, Roman Abramovich.
Yeah. And he nearly bought Arsenal, if you didn't know, by the way.
Yeah.
He nearly bought Arsenal, but he didn't like that stench. He didn't like that stench over there.
That's the only difference with you and Tottenham, Roman Abramovich. Imagine that. Imagine that. Long gone, though. LJ says, we all know that Team Akon bottom left is going to overhype his players and squad at the start of the season. Last year, Chelsea had the second best team.
Nah, don't worry, man. Listen, LJ, listen. You see me? I'm telling you, bro. Come the end of the season, I will come back on here and you will get my take on where I think we'll finish after the window's shut. I will come back and I'll tell you.
Quan says, it's funny how you 6 clubs all fight each other about the food chain. Just remember, all 6 clubs on the panel are stepping stone clubs for Barcelona and Real Madrid. Yeah, pretty much. If they got the money nowadays, you're seeing Anthony Gordon go there. So it's a bit different times now. Chelsea put those oil era trophies in the bin. Your club admitted you cheated. And Buddha says, guys, let us discuss how on earth Spurs have the best transfer window of all of us so far, my lad.
Yeah, so far, yeah.
SAEED, you're my guy, but you said on the Big 6 episode on the 9th of March 2026 at 1 hour, 7 minutes and 20 seconds, hey Anderson, and he will sign for us. Spending too much time with GRIZZ. Hey Anderson.
Yeah, we was having a banter, man, in the show, man.
It's always banter. He was having the banter.
Wait, hold on. GRIZZ is a journalist. GRIZZ is a fucking journalist. Gets paid by the Times and the Telegraph.
But I don't work.
You say it's banter, innit?
I didn't say it as definitive as you say it, though.
What's Hayes fucking Hayes Rio?
Yours is.
Hey, how's that official and how's that fucking?
No, but I'm joking around though. Me and Steve were having a little chat on that. I said, "Yo, I believe he's coming to. I believe he's coming to Man United." I just made that claim, right? But obviously, no, but you were putting him in. You were saying the man is on the right. This guy's on the left.
Fantasizing. That's what we do, brother. It's what you've been doing for the last 5 years.
Man. Relax, man.
Yeah, but grow up, man. Come on.
I'm saying it, yeah. I'm saying that's part of the Big 6, yeah. You do literally every single transfer that is, yeah. You're definitive, yo. Hey, Diomande, hey, whatever. We're signing.
Hey's journalistic. Hey, Diomande, that's fucking journalistic. Isn't it? Yours is banter.
Yeah, but so what are you? Are you journalists? Are you?
Of course not, brother. I'm you, man. I'm a lesser you.
So you're not okay. So you're not
I'm a
jealous.
lesser you.
So you're not. So you're just.
I just told you I'm a lesser you.
Okay, cool.
You're the Don. I'm a lesser you. I'm just a fan media, part of fan media. You're the king of the fan media. I'm just a lesser you, man.
No, because thing is for me, yeah. People always ask me, yeah. People always ask me, what is GRIZZ's job title?
Tell him don't listen to Grizz, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna say don't listen to GRIZZ.
What's GRIZZ's job title?
I'm saying because bro, Turkish. People ask me on the streets, they're like, "Yo, is GRIZZ really an IT game, bro?" Like, I need to hear some transfer news like that. They're asking me.
Yeah, but you should be mature enough and clever enough, smart enough to say no. But people here,
I'm giving you your flowers though.
Wait, hold on.
Go on.
Let me land. What you're supposed to say is people, all of us, we hear people speak. We
Yeah.
people. Steve knows people. Toby knows people. We all know people. Sometimes the information is rubbish. Sometimes it's spot on. You know I've got bare shit right.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You know the moment you get shit wrong.
Of course, yes.
And that's the life we live.
Yeah.
We ain't journalists. We ain't getting paid for this shit. It is what it is.
By the way, one of my own. By the way, Daniel, I'm very disappointed in you. You're one of my own, man.
You like
dirt, bro.
Don't boycott him for telling the truth, man.
Big up Daniel.
I shouted at
Daniel. Big up.
Centre back.
My partner, man. Top.
Yeah. Steve's partner.
Yeah, legend. Big up Durban Gunner says facts. Tobes Villa under Unai have yet to reach 70 points. Man need to get their weight up. Havard says his owners should buy Cape Verde as their feeder country, 500k people, and could clearly find some gems there. We're going to get into the World Cup stuff shortly. Uncle, don't fall for the draw out. We will be in the mix next season. Let these men talk with chest. We all know football is a humbler. Like you got humbled last season. That's why you know well. Don't expect you to forget. Spurs can spend because they haven't spent on duds as much as United have. You can't pay 60 for Xerxes and 60 for Ugarte and then expect to get Wharton for value. That one's from
Correction, we have spent on duds. As clearly, we spent on loads of duds, but we can spend because we make the money. Simple. We make the money.
Chelsea brother is a troll, waiting in his car like Odem Wingy for that Xhaka deal. So nonsense. Big up Fossey. Oh, the clip says last year Don said he would only take 2 players from Arsenal's team and that Chelsea had a better squad than all the teams in the Premier League. Mute him.
He also said I didn't even say that last bit. I didn't even say that.
What did you say, Don, about their depth? If you have a
he said they got the second best depth in the league, bro.
Yeah, that. Oh my.
And then when we got into it, I said numbers wise.
Nonsense in my life.
I said numbers wise, and then when we spoke about quality, I said it's probably like 4th or 5th. That's what I said.
You said you got the second best attack in the league as well.
And then he spoke about Garnacho, saying Garnacho's decent depth.
Yeah.
Hey, the season's done, man. Let's move on. I woke up.
Oh, let's move on. Okay, cool.
I say, big up before we move on. Aero says, I seriously think Dom would win an argument with a mirror.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. That's what this is. It's a debate. And yeah, man, if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't.
Omar says, Real Madrid are about to get you paying 100 million for who?
But Tchouaméni is Black Ugarte.
Black Ugarte. SAEED, my brother, why? He loses the ball every other touch, creates less than Ugarte, and barely influences games.
He's way better than Ugarte.
Yeah.
Bro.
Last one here from Microwave Palmer saying, SAEED, is United going for, quote, value in the market signings because they don't want to overpay or because Scruffy Jim got no bread? Stop moving the goalposts. I think it comes back to my question. Did you want to pull out or did you have to pull out of the deal? But I guess we'll find out because you say you're not worried because there's other targets. So
yeah, if you come back to me end of July, then I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, it's looking a bit peak, but it's still early in the market.
Listen, people, love, like, hype, subscribe, Spotify reviews, please, and obviously big up the members as always. Let's move into World Cup stuff. Steve, England through, tough game. But yeah, we'll start with you on thoughts around that. Mexico next in Mexico. And I know that you might have your eye on the semi, but are you confident going into that Mexico game?
Not after the last couple of performances. No, I think, it's not been great. Mexico and the Azteca, the record they've got there is fantastic. The altitude, we all know about that. Just been listening to a few podcasts of players that have played in altitude and that. Obviously, Toby said he's been in countries and trained in altitude. It's hard work. They're about changing the kickoff time, which suits the English because we can all get on the piss. But the players playing at like 12 noon or something in Mexico, the heat and stuff could be a bit crazy. But we wasn't great against Congo. But this World Cup, especially, you're seeing a lot of these teams who we're expecting the big boys to roll them over. They're not having their own way. There's teams playing with a lot of freedom. The play, I mean, it was a breath of fresh air watching Cape Verde last night. You know, Congo was the same, energetic, well drilled, fantastic opportunity, fighting for the nation, bit of pride. And England had to sharpen up. You know what I mean? It wasn't looking good. We were looking very, very slow, laboured again. I said it the game before, the same. And then we're relying on Harry Kane. And at the minute, he's in fantastic form, and he got us over the line. Fantastic goal. But Mexico, different again. It's going to be different. It's going to be a tough game with the factors I've just said. And, you know, these players on the bench that people are calling for Mainu to get minutes, for Tony to come on, Watkins to change it and things like that. But, you know, Tuchel's doing his own thing. And at the minute it's working. We're just getting along. We're not really putting anyone to bed with any, like, domination. But we're just getting over the line. So we'll see if it works against Mexico.
Kane, I mean, he's turned up now. We've talked about the stars turning up all tournament, and this was his one. I'll start with, I mean, let's start with Kane. Can he throw himself into this Ballon d'Or's conversation well and truly if England go on to do this in the World Cup?
Yes, absolutely he can. Absolutely he can.
He wins it. If England win the World Cup and Harry Kane is the top scorer in this World Cup, the Ballon d'Or should be, we might not be given to him, but it should be given to
I don't think he'll be top scorer, though. That's the thing. He won't be top scorer.
He went along that road for Messi that time because of the World Cup, you know, and he got the Ballon d'Or out of it. When he got that Ballon d'Or last one, everyone was pointing towards the World Cup as the factor that why he got it. So, yeah, unbelievable. The season he's had with Bayern Munich, the goals he's scored, 70-odd goals this season for international and club is unbelievable. So yeah, why not? If they did that, I don't think England can go that far. I really don't. I don't think they're good enough to do it. But if they did, then yeah, he'd be getting it for me.
And I know a lot of people in the chat are saying, of course he is, but let's not forget, after the season ended, before the World Cup started, a lot of the conversation was about Dembele. A lot of the not actually Dembele. It was about
really have a great season.
It was about who wins Champions League, but then it became Mbappe had a great season. Mbappe's having a great World Cup. Elise, if France win it, Elise is probably a shout. I don't think Kane was talked about as much as maybe we'll talk about him now, considering he's had a big moment at the World Cup now on top of the season he's had. His name is well and truly up there now. I think it just comes. Is this year's Ballon d'Or going to be decided by who wins the World Cup?
Depends. I mean, so. France could go and do it, and then boys of what the PSG lads could. It's just inevitable, then, isn't it? You know,
unless an outsider wins
who do we think is leading right now? Like as of today.
That's why I say, is it down to who wins the World Cup though? Because if France
wins the World Cup, it is the World Cup. The World Cup is the decider because there's no way. So like it's weird. Dembele's won the Champions League, but Dembele can't say he's been better than Harry Kane.
No,
he can't.
No.
He can't say he's been better than. He can't say he's been better than Olise. Mbappe is a different one because I actually think Mbappe, even though Real Madrid didn't achieve their aims as a team, I think Mbappe's played better football than Dembele this season. I do believe that, and I believe that even before the World Cup as well. So yeah,
so what are we saying? Neves and Vitinha if they win the World Cup? We saying.
But what about Messi? Because I still think Messi, if he wins the World Cup,
no.
What?
No.
What do you mean?
What?
No, hold on.
Place into Miami.
The thing is, but we're talking about the World Cup, yeah. If Messi is literally carrying Argentina to the World Cup, which he is right now, carrying them, would you not say he's in the recognition for the Ballon d'Or?
But is the World Cup sufficient enough by itself, though? That's why I'm saying, even with Mbappe, for example, like he didn't win anything for Real Madrid, didn't it? Now, obviously, Ballon d'Or is like it's an individual accomplishment, but you always look at what the players won in that same season. So is the World Cup going to be enough?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say to you. So hold on a minute.
I'm saying, like, I don't. If Messi wins the World Cup, I don't know if that's going to be enough just by itself.
Okay. So let's cool. So if Messi wins the World Cup with Argentina, basically carries them, keeps scoring goals. He's the difference maker. You can see he's playing unbelievable. Versus a Dembele who we said now has had a great season, versus Harry Kane, who has had a great season individually, but hasn't won the Champions League, hasn't won the World Cup. What do you then factor in then? Like, what are you then looking at as your guy to rival Messi for that World Cup? Who would you then oppose to? Give me a name right now.
You can look at a player like Olise, bro. Olise right now, man's got 5 assists in the
as
World
opposed
Cup.
to a World Cup winner who has dragged his nation to the World Cup.
Yeah, but the Ballon d'Or is all about the best performing player that season. Olise has been cooking in Europe, right? As it is. Yes, he didn't win the Champions League, but he won a lot for Bayern Munich, right? I reckon that France will probably go all the way. So it might even be France versus Argentina again in the final. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Depending on what Olise does, how he plays in that game, he might not win it, but he might put up a performance where it's like, yo, he should have won it. Because
I think Messi
man's sitting there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why the man are moving like it's not.
I'm not saying.
Like
I'm just giving I'm giving because you said if he does win it, who else would deserve it? I'm saying Olise, bro. Right now, Olise's got 5 assists. Olise's got 5 assists in his first World Cup, and the most assists in the World Cup from one player is 8, bro. You know what I'm saying? So man's literally a few assists away from even breaking that record. So let's say he does break that record, Saeed. Yes, he might not win the World Cup, but he's done something very tangible that you can't just ignore, bro. Like, man would have beaten Pele's record. He would have beaten Messi's record. He would have beaten Maradona's record.
What about at 39 years of age, he becomes the biggest goal scorer in World Cup history? Or he's what? Yeah. What, Steve, what was it's just and GRIZZ, it's just Fontaine with the record, right, for goals scored in one tournament. What was he? What, like 12 goals? He got something like that.
I don't know the amount, but yeah,
it was double.
But again, times, eras. You know what I mean? Games.
Longer tournament.
Was that 1990 World Cup or something?
I can't remember, but I'm sure it's him that's got the most in one. 13.
Just 14.
13 goals. Well,
Messi's got back-to-back 7 goals in the World Cup. Qatar scored 7 goals.
13 will never be beaten, probably, but that's like, you know what I mean? I don't know the teams he scored against, but yeah, Messi.
Yeah, you can't even use it like that, Chris, because he scored against 14 different countries in the World Cup.
Oh, so who's okay? Let's if France win the World Cup, who is their Ballon d'Or candidate for you?
Dembele.
No.
Mbappe.
I think Dembele will get it because of the Champions League and
Mbappe
as well.
for me.
Mbappe or Olise. Mbappe or Olise, man. We can't.
I'm saying Olise.
Olise is mad right now. Olise is moving crazy right now. Mbappe is even playing how he is because of Olise. Olise has been their best player. So
how many did? Hold on. How many did? Someone will know. How much did Mbappe score for Madrid this season?
Like 50 something.
Let me check.
Like 50
what?
something.
Yes,
Yes,
he bagged.
He bagged bare goals, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm pretty sure he
If he
did.
wins the World
check
Cup,
1 second.
if he wins the World Cup amidst a nasty season for Madrid, and if he still scored 50 plus goals,
No,
It's still an
sorry.
individual good season.
He scored 42 and 44. 42 and 44 games.
yes.
How about if Spain win it, man? Then we say Yamal. If Spain win it,
Yeah, Yamal definitely.
Yeah.
He's a contender.
Nah,
What
man.
does it
Up until now, Yamal ain't been great at this World Cup.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's up till now. If he starts,
He is a
kicking in,
contender, though. He's a contender for the Ballon d'Or.
even though I've got some reservation about Spain, man. I can't lie, but it is what it is. You get me?
We'll see, man. It's just
They
the World
won
Cup.
last game,
The Messi one, when Messi won it last time, it all pointed to the World Cup. So you've got to
Yo,
look
what
at
about
people.
Norway, man? Go on, Haaland, man. Norway.
Listen, Big Earl could. You never know if they get to the final. Big Earl, you know what I mean?
Man.
He's on it.
Come on.
He's on it, man. But listen, he's never going to win it after that season, that the greatest ever season anyone's ever had, ever. And he just didn't mess it.
He has to win it on a year where, you know what it is, yeah? Certain players have to win it in a year where there's no World Cup or no Euro. So that year, next year, is key for these sort of players to win, to have an amazing season and then win it then. When you're in the midst of a Euros and a World Cup, it swings towards the international competition. You have to win it in them isolated years.
Yeah,
especially they're not going to take AFCON seriously. Like, we know that. They don't, you know what I'm saying? So,
especially a season where, like,
some United fan in the chat said City haven't got the clout for a Ballon d'Or winner, but we've got a Ballon d'Or winner in our midfield. So how does that work?
Yeah, that's a howler. Yo, United fan, what are you doing, bro? Why are you coming out like that, bro?
Have a word with him, mate. You better have a
Yo,
word
man.
with him.
Yo, where is he? Where is he, man? Let me have a word with him, man.
Shay,
But
he's in there.
I saw in the chat as well. R9 actually, yeah, 2002 he won it literally off the back of the World Cup. So it does happen. I think Saeed's right, especially a season like we've just had where PSG win Champions League, but Dembele hasn't really had much minutes across the season, so there could be a hit there. If Messi goes and wins this for Argentina, in my opinion, he wins it.
Do you see what he's doing, man? The guy is.
If England win it, Kane wins it.
Yeah, the World Cup is a swing for sure.
Yeah, Harry Kane, man, like that second goal, man. I don't know how that is an unbelievable goal, you know, man. Like
I want him to get. I really want him to get. I really want him to get the respects that he deserves for England.
You know what it is, Toby? Yeah?
He's the biggest scapegoat all the time.
Yeah? I feel like I've respected Harry Kane's career, but I feel like I respect him even more as he's getting older. I don't know what it is, man. I'm seeing the guy at 32 still banging in a variety of goals. You're not talking about just movement where he's in around the box, outside the box, one touch, bang. No shit, like, bro, this guy's a shooter, bro. Like, he's cold.
It's like, you know what you saying about that goal? You know what's so impressive about that goal was the second touch, bro. Because that second touch was so clean. The weight of the second touch, allowed him to smack the ball the way that he did. Because that goalkeeper's good, and he didn't expect him to just smack it the way that he did, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, boy, like that was probably his biggest moment for England, considering he was losing to DR Congo, not playing well, and he scored both the goals to put us through to the next round, bro. So. I don't think it's that a bigger moment for England as of yet.
The reason why he's getting, you know, Saeed, the reason why he's getting better and better with age is game intelligence.
Yeah,
his game intelligence is on another level to anyone in the England side. Like, forget the England side, but anyone, it ranks up there with Europe's finest. Like, his game intelligence is second to none. He's a natural born striker. You know, like number 9. Like, that's what you call a number 9. Do you remember we used to have conversations about Lewandowski? Like a proper number 9 can do everything pretty much. Kane he's not one of those drifting out wide right. He's not drifting out wide left. He's literally a striker of the original, you know, old school number 9, bad boy.
But he don't play on the shoulder of the centre backs. You very rarely see centre backs tussling with him. He's that intelligent. He's a yard off everyone all the time. Bro. So if he has to drop another yard to come deep and just lay the ball off, he can. If he has to just go a yard behind him and drop in the space, he does. And it's like, you watch him. Sometimes he frustrates you because you programmed at watching football as a kid to say, get in the box, striker, get in the box, get in the box. You see England get the ball wide on the left, wide on the right, and he's sometimes a few yards behind.
Yep.
So you think, what's going on? But that's why he does what he does, because he's not easy to mark. Centre-backs are thinking, we're comfortable here, but he's got to run on you. So he might be 2 yards behind you, and by the time the cross comes in, he's 3 yards in front of you, or he's got in front of you, he's got the run on you. Whereas some strikers, they're that tight to the centre-back, you can pass them off, you can bustle him around. He doesn't do that. And like you say, from an eye, you think, where is he? Why didn't he get in the box? But when you actually dig it, that's his game now. He's had to adapt his game. I think the spell in Germany is added massive parts to his career.
But it's a shame, innit? It's a shame, innit, Steve?
We need him back in the Premier League.
Man. Wasted at Spurs, man. What a shame. No trolling. Like, serious, man.
Can I just imagine if he'd gone to City when City bid for him? Imagine if he'd have gone there.
Yeah, he would have won. He would have won tons of league titles at City. But can I just say this though? He's the same player he was at Spurs. If anything, it's just he's got less pace. He's the same player. I'm telling you, he's the same. Everything he's doing for England, for Bayern, it's the same. It's just high stakes.
I'm not arguing with that point. I'm talking about the adulations, the rewards, the recognition from Europe, from world.
Because he's on the Champions League, he's on Champions League more frequently as well.
If he did make that move to a City or
yeah, absolutely. The narrative on him would be different. He'd have more league titles,
and he would have deserved
reps.
Because
you think so?
Because I reckon a lot of casuals didn't rate 100%
Kane. He would.
Didn't rate Kane like that. Only now they're saying,
because at another team, he would have beaten Shearer's record. He would have
100%. 100%. He would get more respect. 100%. 100%.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I still think if he came back now to the Premier League, I still think what's he on now goals wise?
214, I think, or 250. He'd break it. 100%.
He'd break the record. He'd break the record.
Yeah.
You know. I can't lie to you.
Which club though would he have to go to break that club?
Spurs.
You can't say break it.
Listen, come on, man. Don't play with us.
Come on, man. You've had your fun on this show.
Relax.
That's born and bred. Spurs.
It's not born and bred, but all right.
Spurs.
I don't know
It is
about
born
that,
and
but
bred.
yeah.
Oh, what? He played for our academy and then he got
Some
released.
pictures might say different. I don't know.
No. Born and bred.
Oi.
He's from freaking Walthamstow, mate. Yeah, that's the. So please.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, man.
Please.
He's extended with He's extended with
Man played for Ridgeway Rovers. He came up through the ranks at Tottenham. That is what you call. That's Tottenham through and through. That's what you call Tottenham through and through. Yeah,
Brother, the guy was wearing an Arsenal shirt when he was 10 years old at the parade.
that's
bro.
Tottenham through and through, mate. Yeah,
I might be
Tottenham
right.
through and through. Tottenham through and through. Yeah, just hush your gums over there.
Do you know that would be the best move for his career, to come to Arsenal and just win league titles and just surpass the Sol Campbell move.
Never happened.
Yeah, it would never happen. But if he wants to, complete a legacy, then that would be the one that
never happened. It never happened.
Right, cool.
Turkish is such a wind up,
Nah, I'm a lion though, Don. That isn't that the biggest story out of the lot? It'd be to come Arsenal, right?
He's built a big house in London, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
There you go. What did Van Persie say when he went to United? The little boy inside.
The little boy inside me was screaming Manchester United.
Maybe Kane. Yeah, maybe he can reflect a little. But
that's one of the coldest bars ever, though. That what Van Persie said.
Van Persie's a pussy. That's what he is.
That's what he is.
He is. No, straight. He rattled me to the core. I don't care.
I hear it.
But yeah, we moved.
Just on RVP, I was asking the man them the people on the show we did earlier on DR, right? That goal that we saw yesterday, the second one, Cape Verde one. That's one of the best that I've seen in the
best goal in the tournament. Easily.
Mad thing.
Apparently, it's his weaker foot. It's his weaker foot, apparently.
Is that his weaker foot?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's his weaker foot.
Oh. RVP, that header was in the World Cup, not the Euros, was it? Was it the World Cup, innit?
World Cup,
2014, yeah.
Yes.
What from Blind?
Let's go around, bro. Like, what's the greatest goal you've probably seen, Turkish?
That's up there. I don't think I can say one better than that, but I could say maybe you could say others that match up to that. James Rodriguez,
yes,
volley, you might say. Philip Lahm, first game of the tournament. I remember he cut in and banged one with his right.
Who was that Joe Cole goal in 2006?
Sweden.
How can you ever forget that one? The chest.
That Joe Cole goal was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even Lampard against Germany.
Pavard,
yes.
You get the angle where it just skims.
Maradona's the first one against England in '86 when he ran.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
I think the Lampard one as well. The disallowed goal, man. That was a strike. Serious.
Bang.
Yeah.
Don't bring your Chelsea disallowed goals into the conversation, man.
Yeah, disallowed goals.
Maxi
Rodriguez.
Oh, Mexico. Yeah. That was was that a Chesney volley as well?
Yeah. That's when Messi made his debut, isn't it?
There's been a fair few.
Van Bronckhorst, against.
But I'm glad you brought that in though, Don, because Cape Verde or Cabo Verde deserve the next part, I think. In terms of World Cup and stories, you always need that sort of a story within. Listen, the heavy favorites will always get furthest in the competition, but that match, I know SAEED was up for it.
I think everyone was there, man. That game was easily the best game in the tournament so far. Easily, like
I fell asleep at just as extra time kicked off.
No way.
Before Martinez scored. Yeah,
and then I woke up and she went. She went, it's 2-2. I was like, what? And then it's fucked. I was fucking on my way out.
Yeah, man. You know what's so crazy about it as well, man? There's a few of their players that haven't even got clubs.
The goalkeeper.
But there's a few of them, SAEED. Even some of the outfield players that haven't got a club, bro.
They got
one. They got for Shamrock Rovers. They
got him off LinkedIn. They got him off LinkedIn. Did you hear it?
No way.
Yeah, LinkedIn.
No way.
They've got a player that was started that plays for GRIZZ. I know that team because of obviously Conference League. The Shamrock Rovers, like you said, Conference League 2.
Yeah.
But man, this is another example of like how in ball sometimes, bro. You just need that opportunity, man. Because a lot of these guys, when you watch Cape Verde, even before the show, me and Roms did a show, and I said to Roms, I said, bro, Argentina can't take these lot lightly because they actually play good football. They can play football, bro. Right? But then you look at it. They're making these men go all the way into like extra time, having to score the goal from Romero. These are multi-millionaire professional players that came through academy systems. These Cape Verde players are just any guys from some island, bro. Most of these guys probably still work, like just normal jobs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, football, there's so many man here like them that just slip through the net because they just don't get the opportunity, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can find you so many Rios, Grizz, if you come to Newham, because Rio's from Newham. There's bare man I know like Rio, but there's so many of them that don't get opportunities to go to academies. You know what I mean, bro? So
Yeah,
that's what it is. But I hope a lot of these Cape Verde players get moves because they deserve it. The goalkeeper's got what 18 million followers now. That brother ain't got to work again. It's brand deals now, bro.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? So
you know what? I've been to Cape Verde, right? And
have you?
Yeah, I've been. It's a beautiful place. And when you land the airport, it's tiny, and it says I always forget this sign. It said something like, "This is the happiest place on earth. Everyone smiles, no bad days," and everybody smiles in Cape Verde. Like I remember in the hotel that the ladies like walking past in the morning, doing the laundry and all that. Everyone's singing, smiling. The energy of the place is wicked, man. And I thought Cape Verde. Like I had to go into the town to get some medicine, and the town was like fucked, man. And I thought like proper run down and that poverty stricken. And I thought, yeah, Cape Verde, man, these are going to be cannon. They're going to be cannon fodder, and they've just shocked everyone. Like you say, they've been absolutely brilliant. And,
Unbeaten.
Big up
unbeaten,
to them,
Steve.
Big up
unbeaten the actual group stages. They are ranked, I think, 67 in the world. They took Argentina, bro, to literally the knockout. And you know what, man? If it wasn't for Martinez, there's a few saves. I was like, yo, brilliant save here, brilliant save there. Have they composed themselves a little bit? But I just think for me, I think they've kind of almost they've won the hearts of the world.
Might be good for tourism now. People might start like,
bro, Big Six. What we saying, Random? Cape Verde trip. What are you saying?
Oh, mate, let's do it.
Right. Let's book it, man. We're coming. Come on. No, big up to them, man. And one thing that maybe I don't always touch on Cape Verde, but slightly Argentina, how to beat them as well, because they do get leggy as the game goes on. If you get a bit of energy around them, I can't lie to you, man.
Yeah,
they look
Fernandes
a bit...
and McAllister can't run after, and Rodrigo the Paul, they can't run after a little while.
Yeah, after a certain while, after a while, you're right. Like they do look a little bit leggy. Just like they have the actual Messi in it. Just
Messi, that's it.
Yeah.
Considering the time, I don't really think there's something else to move into.
That Portugal game was a bit mad. The controversial situation there. That was a bit crazy game.
I mean, we can talk about that, but there's no conclusion to that. We can't find the conclusion because that was mad.
Yeah, that was the ball in it. There's technology in the ball which shows
sensor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Germany out. Yeah, Germany and Netherlands are out.
Yeah.
Germany. What about Germany? What we saying about
Paraguay?
Germany? Bro, they told me Nagelsmann hype. Who gassed up Nagelsmann? Anyone on this panel?
SAEED was so quick to tweet that out, you know.
Bro, because they were telling me, yo, Nagelsmann, he's the guy, man. They were telling me he's the next best thing. I said,
you probably have gassed him. No, in this show, you probably have gassed him a couple years ago.
No, that's you think that. You think that, Tommy, but I actually was
somewhere a video or a clip of SAEED.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, Fabrizio Romano. We're gonna do this shit. Someone find
I was
no context fan TV. SAEED, he'll have the clip. That guy will have the clip of you.
Why would you flex the man? Who gassed him up on his panel?
Someone find the Nagelsmann clip. SAEED and Nagelsmann.
No, I want to know who gassed him on this panel. Don't deflect, guys. Yeah, who gassed him up on this panel? Oh no,
anyone. I don't
think anyone's gassed him
like that. Yeah, I don't remember us discussing.
I mean, he's done a bad job at Germany. Does that mean he's a terrible manager? No, it doesn't. I don't understand.
I think people overrate. I think he's got a point though.
People overrate him.
People overrate the guy, man. Even Chelsea fans overrate him.
Jurgen's taking the job, innit? Klopp taking the job.
Yeah, Klopp.
We need Pep to take England now, and let's have it.
Let the guy rest, Steve, man.
They need, to be honest, Germany flop. They should have done better, but they also like Klopp. I think Klopp will do relatively well, but they need better players, man. They need better players on the flanks. I'm sorry, Florian Wirtz playing left wing. You don't have another left winger in your pool of players.
I've been talking down on Jonathan Tah for years, and people have been telling me, no, he's a solid centre back. I said, Jonathan Tah, please, man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, Jonathan.
I don't think anyone's hyped Jonathan Tah, though.
They have. Fair people have, man.
I think who's had a very disappointing tournament is Florian Wirtz. I can't lie to you. I don't want to.
Oh, he's been terrible.
He's been
Sane's
terrible,
been rubbish as well. Oh, Sane's
terrible.
Junk. Musiala, not good.
Musiala, I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt. It's injury, but Musiala though. There's something about Musiala's game which I don't like. Is that his habit of just running into blind alleys. Like he's a top player. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he forces a lot of the moves sometimes. He'll just kind of get the ball, run into space. And I feel like that part of the game, I'm still not sure about, but top player. But again, we're gonna give benefit of doubt because of the injuries. He has to get to speed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's not moving the same. He's not moving the same right now.
He's not moving the same, bro. So
he looks bare clunky, innit?
Yeah, bare clunky, you know. But yeah, Florian Wirtz has been fit. And people can say he's got assist and that, which fair enough, but you got to look beyond them as assist and be like, yo, what is he doing in the game? Like,
Germany
his actual ball control is.
They're falling off, bro. They won the World Cup the year after 2014. The next World Cup, they finished bottom of their group, right? After being the holders of the competition, they got knocked out in the group stages the year after that, the World Cup after that, and then now they're getting knocked out by Paraguay, bro. Like, what's going on there? You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have been facing Argentina now, innit? It would have been Argentina that would have been facing, right? Yeah. So Germany, man, they need to go back to basics and maybe start to, like, you know, look at their academies and
they just need to drop Wirtz, man, according to SAEED.
Oh, here we go. It's a sensitive subject. I hear it. Like, you know,
it's the only name you know. It's the only name you know, really, in the German team.
Because he's a valuable player to Germany.
According to analysis, the 22-year-old is the problem of German football.
No,
nobody says the problem.
German football has been on the decline for how many years? But yet, in one tournament, is Florian Wirtz.
No, but
the only name you mentioned 7 times. People were counting in the chat with me. 7 times you mentioned Florian Wirtz
because he's one of their best players.
The problem with the German national team in this World Cup.
No, but in a team where there's not much talent available, and we look at stars to perform when other players have done it for their team. You know what I mean? They've been there for their team, so we can't just talk about your player. There's been other players for different teams, different countries that have performed for their country, but yet your guy. Florian Wirtz, who you rate, who everyone rates, we can't talk about.
Yeah, it's my guy.
This player here is meant to perform for Germany. You can't talk about that.
You shut up.
SAEED, how about Bruno? SAEED, how about Bruno?
But I hear it.
How about Bruno?
No, I don't do how about Bruno ones. We're not doing childish ones. Yeah, Florian Wirtz.
It's not childish, it's true.
And you know, it's not Florian.
There's a common theme. There's a common theme with GRIZZ, man. There's a common theme. You can't speak about any local players.
I said he's had the stinker.
It's not just the Wirtz thing though. Even Germany, the fact when Kai Havertz is one of your go-to players, that's a problem. When a washed Sane is one of your go-to players, that's a problem.
I agree.
It's a problem.
You don't agree. So we
no, he doesn't. But Wirtz was also one of the
problems. You only mentioned Wirtz.
No, but the thing is, though, the topic doesn't finish on Florian Wirtz. It just
stops because I agree, but
this is your problem, GRIZZ. When we talk about Liverpool player, it's all why you talk about Liverpool player. We're gonna move on to other players. You just don't like it. When we talk about Liverpool.
Listen, I like it. Talk about it. I like it.
But that's what I'm saying. Why are you rattled then? Like, we're gonna move on to the Sanes, the players there.
We that word rattled, innit? We've gone way past that word on the show. Rattled.
Bro, listen,
but you are out.
You know what?
You're out, man.
Go on, carry on.
You are out.
We can't talk about Liverpool players. Carry on.
Bless you, TOBS, man. I ain't rattled, man. Come on, you know. Okay. Come on, we don't get rattled. We just get angry. We get angry. We don't get rattled.
Let me do the remaining super chats and then keep it moving. Sports Genius earlier said, I've been to Azteca for a Mexico game. It's a proper stadium. Mexico beat Brazil there in the final in 1999 with Dino. If England get through with that atmosphere, that would be a statement. It would be. Toughest test yet. Messi won the Ballon d'Or in 2022, says Mohammed, after winning the World Cup. At PSG, he was average for them. The World Cup alone can win you the Ballon d'Or. It's happened before. Ahmed says, congratulations to Egypt. Salah carried us. Steve, Marmoush has faced a lot of stick, being one of our worst players based on expectations. Disappointed.
Anything on Salah, SAEED? Toby? Nothing.
No, I think Salah's most country.
But Wirtz.
Bro, have we got to Egypt?
Why are you rattled now? Why are you rattled now?
You've touched the nerve, man. You've touched the nerve.
Why are you rattled now? Is this how rattled works?
It's crazy, isn't it? No, relax,
no
man.
one wants it back. It's rattled. Why are you rattled now?
Were you going to mention Egypt before that super chat mentioned Egypt?
Because listen, it's a team game.
There
man.
you go.
Salah done a panenka in the time. It's nothing big, man. Ain't nothing big.
Henry says, I love Messi. He's performed brilliantly, but with respect, the run of Algeria, Jordan, Cape Verde, and now Egypt need some top nations before pushing Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, there is that little bit of element. Let him. He needs to talk now.
Couple more left. Daffy says, commentary from fans and media on this World Cup is probably the worst I've seen. Barely anyone talking about the football. It's just conspiracy theories, agendas, and hate tweets. Feels like a bot campaign a bit. I don't think that's the case here on the Big Six. We've actually talked about the football. But the same can be said about Qatar, Russia as well before that. Let's not forget the last few, at the very least, have always had something around them that people have moaned about or had gripes about. In some way, shape, or form. It just depends what you consume during it. I've been watching the football, and this World Cup is one of the better ones of the last 15 years, that's for sure. Omar says, loved watching Steve's health journey. Make it a season-long challenge. Weekly weight, BMI, step count, A1C, muscle and workout updates with points for consistency. It'll motivate you guys and many more. Big up, Steve.
I'd love that.
Hard.
Saeed's on it, man. Saeed's on it now as well. He's doing one, aren't you?
Swear.
Yeah,
I saw his story. Good.
Yeah.
Come on.
Good.
Everyone get into it, man. Everyone get into it. Big up Omar, man. That's a lovely way to end it. Big up Steve, Saeed, Grizz, Tobes, and Don in the building for Matisse. Won't be the last time we see him, that's for sure. Go show Don some love. His channel in the description below. Show Proton some love, people. The link is in the description below. There's a QR code on the screen. Protect yourselves. You know what a VPN does. Not only protect you, but it opens up the World Wide Web a little bit too. On that note, 2 hours on the dot. Love for the love, people. We'll be back. When we're back? After the last 16 at some point.
We'll be back. Let me quickly get it up. Sorry.
Someone just said Trossard bomber to Besiktas. Is that fake news? That must be fake news.
We'll be back on the 8th.
8th? Yeah. That's 4 days away, people. If there's any bombers to talk about, we'll talk about it. If not, we'll talk about the World Cup. We'll be here anyway. Make sure you're here, people. Love for the love as always. And we'll see you when we see you. Mob, actually, England. Make sure you're there. Peace. We're out.